Oh boy, fucking howdy, where do I begin?
So where did it hurt you?
First off, cover your goddamn nose.
It all started on a day like any other day.
When I woke up in a massive heap of shit.
It all started when I turned brown.
Ooh.
We had tried forcing.
What
We had tried forcing.
Soft.
Oh hey, let's see, cutscene I forgot about.
I don't think I've ever seen this part.
Yeah, this is actually a scene that you only get the scene if you actually decide to go this way. Which, if you know what you're doing in this game's story, you never have to go this way. Never.
Because you'll know what'll happen.
Yeah, because look at this ram shot of a bridge. Like, it looks like it could barely hold Conker together.
And as it turns out,
And it just looks like there's a massive tar pit underneath you.
Well, thankfully it's not tar.
but unfortunately, as it turns out,
And
Ow.
oof.
That's it?
yep. Unfortunately, the road. But the part where this is a problem is that was the road that would have led to the Federal Reserve Bank and your house.
The feral what now?
The Federal Reserve Bank. More on that later.
And that way is our house?
Yeah.
I guess
We
so.
live at the bank?
No, it's past it. But
Oh.
regardless,
We live at the bank.
It's just it's just past the castle. I mean, I mean, nothing says I can't just go around it, but it's also like, look at this place.
yeah.
It's gotten a lot more. It's filled with too many trees.
Right. But yeah,
I
effectively.
thought you were about to zoom in on the sawed off thing.
No. Yeah, effectively it happened like any other day. We had tried to force James to be one of the most difficult, like, Champions Road, like, just try to marathon the damn thing in, like, a single hour. Don't do that with any Champions Road blind, by the way. That's ill-advised. Unless you're Doug. And then, after amassing all those hours, we then decided to throw James into the meat grinder of Conker's latter half, which, to put it lightly, can get a little BS in terms of the leaps in logic and difficulty the developers suddenly wanted.
Speaking of the second half, this is basically where it begins.
Yeah. Also, should remind the audience real quick that when I was starting this whole playthrough off, I was pretty much doing it the exact same way I did Banjo-Kazooie. I hadn't done a whole playthrough of this game in years, if ever, really. And I thought, I've seen this game from top to bottom. I'm sure I could manage just fine.
No,
I did not do fine at all.
We were so young.
ladies and gentlemen, he did not do fine.
I mean, okay, granted, I did pretty well for, like, the first half of the spooky chapter. But then once I reached the point where you have to leave the manor, let's just say that, my brain went out to lunch.
There was a lot, and again, it's a lot of different things all at once, and the controls are a little bit. But then, after taking a breather, practicing, it got rough. There were parts where we were questioning our entire moral fortitude to continue forward. But
there was so much to debilitate over. Well, not debilitate. You know,
but I think after
that was a real bad, awful day for me. But again, all's been done. Like I pretty much had to redo this whole thing from scratch again. But at the same time, I did do a full run. Was able to be from beginning to end. And I think I have a little more confidence. I took my confidence pills this time.
And I think that helps. I think just taking a nice deep breath and just like, we got this. We can do this. And at no point, we're not quite like. I'll still say that the latter half of this game feels way different from the first
You
half.
take your context-sensitive pills.
Yeah, context-sensitive pills.
I'll put it this way: the second half of this game feels like they put less thought into like how well it played, as opposed to how will this like make the player laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really. There were a lot of little moments like that, but
I guess it also doesn't help either that, like, for the longest time when I've been doing these live playthroughs, I've primarily been sticking to the feed on my Elgato video capture.
Yes.
And for the most part, it's worked out fine, but there is, like, a slight delay, like, input delay on it, which for Conker's sake isn't the best.
Oh, well, especially with certain platforming, especially when you're tasked with doing a running, high jump, hover. If you miss that first input, you go down. You go down hard.
It's just, yeah, no, like, these guys saw firsthand how fucking done I was. during that
Yeah?
whole session.
It was
Yeah.
it was a no good, very bad day. But again, I am happy that we are going to still give this another shot because I still think we had. I will still say, despite what happened in that particular video, I think we've had some fun romps on this, and I would like to see it through to its end.
Whoop, we got.
Oh,
Yeah, well,
Got some
mine
stingers.
the. Okay, so the funny thing about this whole thing is that even though it looks like you're swarmed, you only have to worry about the dots on your radar up top if they're red. That means they're attacking you. When they're blue, they're just fucking around.
I never knew we had a radar.
around and find out.
I never knew to look up there. But
I mean, it'd
guess
be
that-
absolutely dangerous if all of them turned red. But thankfully, this game seems to be generous enough to. Oh
It only activates one or two of them at a time. I think.
no! Ow!
Oh well.
I was reloading at that point.
Well,
Well, speaking of reloading, we lost one bit of chocolate. I guess we gotta redo the entire game again.
oh my gosh, we're not doing
No.
one of those runs.
Oh
What is
well.
this? What is this, a no-hit run?
Also, I guess you guys might have also noticed I did not decide not to go after that 10 tail stock back in the Barn Boys. Throughout my recent test playthrough, I also learned that you really don't need all those lives in the long run because checkpoints in this game are, well, let's just say in the lightest way possible, they're fairly generous.
Which is good. I almost thought what you're about to say, and I would have been like, oh my god, that makes way too much sense. I thought the explanation would have been that, what if there was a game that had one of those, those little cheap, not cheap, but one of those little, like, bonus helper thingies, but,
Nice hit.
but the game was programmed to jump up one level in difficulty every time you grabbed it.
Oh,
Oh,
that'd be so mean.
That would be
Like it
very
would
nice.
add another enemy.
That'd be a Takeshi's Castle kind of move. And oh, finally!
Oh,
He's
here we go.
castle?
Straight up, it would be.
Oh, in the meanwhile, to familiarize myself a bit more with the game and have a little bit of fun, I decided to actually emulate and give Live and Reloaded a shot, which that was a
Oh,
fun.
yeah, no, a lot happened between sessions.
It was a fun little ride. And, but I will say,
said-
some of the designs of the
you said-
N64, I just can't help but appreciate.
Oh wait, I thought we killed this guy first.
They got better.
Oh, okay.
Wait, you said Takeshi's Castle?
Yeah. You remember the Takeshi game, Takeshi's Challenge? It was an old
Yes.
NES game that went.
Yeah, no, it's Takeshi's Challenge. I know that one. I'm like, wait, Takeshi's Castle.
Well, he also had a TV show called Takeshi's Castle, which was just a riot.
Oh,
Didn't you know that?
Oh, that's
Go on.
right. Okay, yeah. I remember.
It was like, go ahead.
Oh,
It was like
God,
our
I'm so
American Ninja
sorry.
Warrior, but with far less athletic people. So it was like,
Oh jeez, oh
Wipeout.
jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez.
Careful.
It is pretty.
It's like how for the longest time I thought that Impractical Jokers was Jackass, but without the edge.
Wait,
Yeah.
what? Aren't those the people in Britain or?
No, I thought they were just some white guys from Montana.
We have a show called Impractical. So.
Ah, okay.
There has to have been a Batman story called Impractical Jokers at some point or other.
I wouldn't be surprised.
The Impractical Joke.
Practical Jeez, I would not be surprised either.
Now then, how about we show off another unique feature to the Hive?
Why not?
Rocket launchers.
Locked and loaded, bitch.
Now, wouldn't that be cool if we got access to those?
I know, it would have made the sequence a lot quicker.
I was like, yeah, where were these during the wave? And
You want this, buzz suckers.
Bees are not very generous to that.
They said, fuck this.
Then again, they're not necessarily bees. They're hornets.
the rockets are bigger than they are.
Yeah, so.
Well, I mean, in terms of sharing the rockets, bees are not known for sharing.
Ah.
I mean, we'll just have to worry about. We can at least worry about having them share their honey with us.
Well,
Yeah.
and I guess knowing what I do now from the Live and Reloaded, I guess is the part where I say, this is straight up like your grand fanfare. I believe this is like the last bit of actual money you make.
Yeah, it really is.
The bees.
So from this moment onward, we don't have to worry about money.
No,
We don't have to, but it'll still be there to collect if you do so feel like.
but yeah, there's only one more. There's only one more required paywall ahead of us.
What did I go wrong now?
Oh.
Everything.
Don't say that, Queen Bee. Don't
We'll
say
be
that.
with
You're
you.
only going to be inviting trouble.
I was like, yeah, we'll catch up with her in a few hours. So where do we go now, James?
Where do we go now? Up the Spiral Mountain here, actually.
Oh boy, final level time?
But don't you remember what was up here?
Worms.
Man-eating worms.
And one little thing I will
You
give.
can just walk around it.
But they have a
Except for
very
that one.
large range. And I will absolutely give Live and Reloaded this is they made this part a lot easier by actually letting you know where their spawns are.
What, they make like a little hole in the ground?
Yeah, straight up. Whereas
Oh,
here,
no.
they just have a texture, and as we're gonna learn here and a little bit later, it is like so like it's how to put this. The range isn't wide, but it's definitely like unless you expect them, you're easily gonna
Ooh.
walk right into it.
You're pretty much screwed. If only there were a worm radar.
Hello, Walt.
Hello, my old friend. What?
What are we doing all the way back here?
I guess because this is where the last loading zone was.
Well.
But,
Huh?
I am living here then.
This is my new home now.
Alright, I live in here now.
But yeah,
You
no,
cannot live in the beehive.
and at
Oh,
no
It's
point,
all sticky.
It opposes the natural order, I
and
suppose.
I was saying, and at no point here nor elsewhere am I going to judge change. I think you can make that.
James, don't do it.
Go for it.
Only one way to find out. Yeah, boy.
Oh shit, he did it!
I did it!
And
Just
just
then he
like
gets
that.
munched by a worm.
But it's
Oh, it's supposed to be back. No, okay, good.
nice.
Woo!
Look at
That would have
Wow.
be a great concern.
That's actually really easier now. That way, anyway.
Wanna go for a ride?
Go for
This little bit cracks me up.
Really?
Not really, but
Alright.
a ride. Yeah. Let's
We just literally wasted like $2,000 just to do the freaking barrel running maneuver.
Why?
Why not? I guess.
Have fun.
Can we just go into a window? That's the end of the game, right?
It's locked.
It's the central focus of this area.
It unfortunately is locked, and unfortunately, by the time we go on this ride and survive, ow! The hell?
Oh, where?
That happened!
Did you say that? Did you? Hubba what? Hubba what?
Oh.
Hubba what?
It actually knocked us out cold.
If you
Hubba
ever.
hubba hubba.
Well, it's been out for some time.
So it's nighttime.
Night.
Even the bees left.
Well, no, they just went right to sleep.
Oh.
They're sleepy bees.
They don't share, I would know. I'm one of them.
Heavy sleepers, I guess.
You're gonna share now?
No. I'm still not gonna fucking share. Get out of here.
Good.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this game's spooky chapter.
Woo!
Care to take a dive, an aquatic mine. Once
I'm
was
not
a
going back that way.
coal pit, now it's a water ride.
However, unlike Live and Reloaded, we don't just suddenly costume swap in between loading screens.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, so in Live and Reloaded, this whole area right here, first of all, it's a lot more developed. Like, they actually make it look like a gothic village. There's, like, doll enemies here. But for...
Whoa. That looks pretty sick.
That's a pretty big move.
But for no reason whatsoever, Icky, the minute you go in here, suddenly Conker's just like Van Helsing. And there's
Why?
zero...
Oh,
and there's
because
no zero...
parody.
Right, but there's no explanation. He's not like, this looks like a nice time for a little costume swap. It's just, the developer's like, just... Anyway, hey, Greg.
Maybe this whole segment is just a massive fever dream in his head.
Bloody believe it.
It may as well be.
Could
Maybe he
be.
never woke up.
Come here. I'll show them.
So...
Mr. Little again. I got your number, mate.
So yeah, it's just Greg doing his usual 9 to 5.
Not long for you now, you little prick.
Once again, pretty genuinely good. I will say, genuinely fun animations on the character models and the environment of Conker. It's not like, I don't believe it's a shoddily, like, rushed game. It's...
Well, no, I wouldn't say it's rush. It's just that some game design choices from here on out just feel questionable.
It's weird. That's again, this game primarily, like, whether it be from a gameplay or a narrative sense, it's more or less built off of improv. Like, they just
Spitball.
take a whole bunch of ideas, put them on a dartboard, and then see what sticks.
Well, I guess while we're moving on forward and getting on with our next big mechanic, Sammy, Doug, how are you guys doing this September, this 21st night of September?
September.
When love was changing the minds of
Remember
pretenders.
The 21st night of September. Okay, yeah. You know, I'm doing good. You know?
I wonder how many songs there are about the month of September only.
Only one. The other one wishes that it would end.
Where there's lots of
Oh
money.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's 2.
Thanks, Green.
I assume Hype gave you the MO before you came in unannounced.
Unbloody
Wait, what?
dead.
Who,
I
me?
mean, it's even worse.
No, Sammy.
Oh.
What about her?
The memo? What memo?
I mean, you essentially are replacing him.
For now.
Oh my god! It's been my dream!
Well,
Fuck no.
Right away, they're giving us a. I don't think it's a double barrel shotgun. I think it's just a pump action.
Some kind of gun.
Sorry,
with
Steve, but
like,
if you ever come back, I will actually shoot you, and because nobody replaces me.
Okay, where's my gun?
Some kind of shotgun with laser sight,
Oh, it's replaced our frying pan for the time being.
which is unfortunate.
Gun!
But again, it feels. Oh god, ow.
oh,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
spontaneous misfire, folks. Don't worry about that.
Why though?
because it's fun.
bad can a handful
mean-
of dead people be? They're dead. Well, undead.
Yeah.
Now, let's see. Shotgun. I think it's one of those bee pressing moments, don't you?
Well, it's a good thing this controller does have a B button. And there you go.
You know what would be more helpful for sequences like this?
What's that?
A manual.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is around the time where a manual would be very helpful.
So many different
Um,
things happen all at once. So many.
So I'm just gonna have to take the manual's place for the time being. So you can still move around. Your mobility's a little gimped, and you can't jump while with this thing on your holster. But you can still put it away by pressing the X or B button. You also have a strafing maneuver with the right stick.
Oh, nice.
So slow.
However helpful this may be,
And how do you fire the thing?
you fire by pressing the left trigger.
And now how do you aim if we want to like get more precise? Since he mentioned a headshot is what we need.
You hold up the right trigger, hold down the left trigger,
Laser sight.
and blammo.
And then release to fire. Okay.
Now that I stop and think about it, I wouldn't be surprised if Capcom took a few notes from this.
Yeah.
Because essentially is just a more primitive version of RE4's aiming system.
Yeah, I guess. Fair enough.
Into the spooky graveyard.
Unfortunately, Greg's not gonna let us go to see our rich ancestor until we do some errands.
Greg doesn't give two fucks. It's these guys that are a little peeved by our son trespassing of their fertile soil.
Oh,
How
boy.
dare he live on our undead grounds?
So run, James, run!
Ooh,
You stepped.
Nice
damn it!
games.
I see nuts. You literally get my jump.
You stepped on hollow ground.
And Mr. C-Man.
Honestly,
Jesus.
If no one gets that reference, I'm heavily disappointed.
I remember
I
Hallowed
got
Ground
it.
and Maximo. There we go. Sorry, go ahead, Inky.
Oh, I wasn't saying anything. I was just laughing at Mr. C-Man.
Oh, yeah. Good old Rare. And, this tactic I remember using a lot.
It works.
It's damn near essential if you're playing the original version of Conker's Bad Fur Day, because these guys are pretty damn quick.
Not to mention, they basically ambush you.
Right, and you cannot strafe very fast. If you could strafe at the same speed as your normal walking around, that'd be one thing, like what Live and Reloaded does, but at the very least, James is showing off a couple things that you can do to help give yourself some form of an advantage. Is pretty advanced for the time. They actually have localized damage, so if you shoot out their legs, they'll actually make them into shamblers who can't actually run as fast.
Mr. Arsel.
IP freely.
Arsel's a new one. I'll give him that one.
For mature audiences only.
So, from what I remember, you are tasked with killing at least 12 zombies in here. And
I
then
think it was
afterwards,
10.
okay, either 10 or 12. Basically, kill whatever's along the way, and then you'll be allowed to leave.
And you can push them back, but only a headshot. They're actually really
jeez,
fast
it's-
for falling.
Wow. What am I even looking at here?
We pray thee, we pray thee.
Please, your omnipotence, have mercy.
So what, am I God now? Or...
I'm literally smiting them from above.
And Earth Caveman, now the undead? What's next?
We may give you mercy, but you gotta go through me first.
Let me see if I can do it from a different. If they'll actually move themselves from a different point of view.
I believe they will, yep. But
Almost.
It's still a little close.
I think
You may-
they're trying to dig the gravestone out
you
from
may have,
underneath
you may
you
have
so
to, you may
they
have to
can
change
get to you.
locations.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to play the dangerous game.
We're playing a dangerous game there, James, man.
And hey, nice. Actually, was lined up pretty well. But I think we
that's
need to spawn.
it?
Not quite.
We gotta
There's
spawn
still the rest.
There we go. And the rest. The rest.
Oh wow, there's apparently there's more people named Icy Nuts.
Yeah,
Pretty
small
common name around
world.
here. Pretty common name around here.
Uh-oh.
Let me
Come
up.
on, let me.
Maybe
Okay.
you should get to a different headstone because this one is not cooperating with you.
There we go.
Okay, there we go.
Never
Now
mind.
it cooperates
I
now.
defy you, Icy Nuts, and oh, nice.
Peace.
Pea stain.
IB fly.
IB floppy. Jeez.
Last thing. And fortunately, now that we're in aim mode, we do not have to worry about accidentally walking off this tombstone.
They're stuck in place.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, that's it. We met our quota, and Greg is happy. Or maybe that's just how he always looks.
Well,
That's how,
you think you're
that's
gonna
how
make
it
a run
always
for
looks
it?
every single day.
Right, I suppose. That's another 12 souls. Right, come on.
As opposed to 12
I
Tails.
think you'll find that you're the one who'll be needing.
You know, as much as I still love Conker's Bad Fur Day as a game, I still lament the eventual, like the restructurization of 12 Tails because it looked like it was going to be a damn good 3D platformer.
There was
I wonder
definitely
if
some
Greg
progress.
made mention of that just so he can fuck
Woof!
with Conker.
Oh, and now they have
Oh
undead
no!
versions.
Oh no, not
Alright,
this
now they have bony worms.
And we need to be
Wait.
careful because it is well. Oh, jeez. And you got to be careful with these
Oh!
because right now they are well within their range to toss you right off the edge, which is an immediate life lost.
Well, you tried something.
So, best of luck, James. Because another fun thing that the Live and Reloaded version gave us was I can shoot these things.
Yeah, you can shoot them, but I sure can't.
Now,
I
when
tried.
you could shoot them, does it stun them, or...
Let's see. Try a headshot.
No, I mean in Live and Reloaded.
Oh no, it shatters them. It actually kills them.
Oh, does it also apply to worms? Like the regular
Yeah.
worms? Oh.
I'll actually that I don't know.
I wonder why it didn't work this time.
I would say, well, because it was a new update, and or the Live and Reloaded version lets you do it, and I don't believe it works on regular earthworms because you're never going to be at a point where you'll encounter the earthworms without a gun. Or
Yeah.
that kind of thing. Oh boy! So slow
And
and
the
steady.
jumps around these things are not fun.
Sometimes it's rather amusing when playing the original version of the game and you have an enemy that seems indestructible, then you play their remake and they just suddenly go down like silly putty.
They knew. Now be careful up here, because this is where they catch you with two of them.
Yep.
So just-
Because now you have father and son.
Fucking seriously?
Aw, that's
Yeah,
adorable.
they do one at the very end, but that's it. Now you're good. Haha!
Woohoo!
Awesome.
Second try.
Alright, Mad Monster Mansion time.
Yep. Only if it was the home of Bela Lugosi's bat.
Oh.
And if it weren't as fun.
Who here has seen Bram Stoker's Dracula?
Not me.
Come to my house.
Oh gosh, I know that it's a movie.
And of your own free will.
When was it released?
And bring
Oh,
them
we're like
some of the
In the 80s?
I'm thinking like black and white, like movie days. Let me look it up. And don't worry, this is a very long cutscene. We got time.
my own.
Oh, actually, it was 92.
That kid in there.
Wow.
Really?
I'll just
Literally the year I was born.
thrash
Oh
that
wow,
way.
Gary Oldman was Dracula.
I'm sure that's of some significance.
Winona
But
Ryder.
where's old Gary Man?
I've heard a lot about that one, actually.
The
Right.
fact that they put him in that kind of wig.
Well, that's
Right.
what the original Dracula was supposed to look like.
Oh my
And
gosh.
really,
Go ahead.
the only thing I could think of when I see this, this particular design for Dracula isn't of Bram Stoker's. It's of the fucking Simpsons.
Treehouse of Horrors?
Halloween special.
Treehouse
Yeah,
of
Treehouse of
Horror.
Horrors with Mr. Burns.
I love Treehouse of Horrors.
I love how when he makes his
never-
entrance, his shadow is fucking around the wall, playing Cat's Cradle and flipping a yo-yo.
I
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa, what's happening
His
here?
hair is so queer. I heard that.
State of repair.
Oh dear.
We're having a few.
Also, also commenting on an earlier thing. It's like, yeah, I'm getting a little stick of chocolate. We have chocolate dunked in. We have chicken dunked in chocolate for dinner tonight. Ah, fudge.
I was like, that truly is.
Yeah, but like.
And then suddenly there's some raucous laugh track from the zombies in the garden.
That'd be funny.
It's like, who keeps doing that?
You know what? For what it's worth, though, the dude's a really good house host.
Yeah, he just stands over you holding a
Thank you.
bottle
Oh,
of wine
my.
along with a goblet and a turkey leg. No dining utensils needed either.
Yeah, no plate. It's gonna get wood. It's gonna get splinters and.
No napkin.
Oh,
Not even fine china.
Fine.
I mean, he is very old-fashioned.
Also, holy crap.
You're a very boring vampire.
He looks,
It's called traditional vampire.
Well, he's a very boring vampire.
He's a very conservative vampire.
Also,
He's very
Sammy,
boring.
Sammy, you're one of those people that who just be like literally clawing for dear life, going all food, water, atmosphere.
and Dracula's like, atmosphere, you want atmosphere? And he just gets mad. Also,
You want atmosphere
I know-
when
I
I,
know I-
live in spooky McLandingville.
I know I brought up Bram Stoker's Dracula, but I didn't... Ah!
Oh.
Sorry!
You shouldn't have brought up the dentistry bit.
My ancestors, whose blood runs into
You were
these
saying,
veins.
Logan?
I know I brought up Bram Stoker's Dracula, but I completely forgot about how much of a star-studded cast it was. It was freaking Gary Oldman, Winona Ryder from like...
Winona Ryder too?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
Winona
she
Ryder
was
was
Mina
in it.
Harker. Anthony Hopkins was Van Helsing,
Accept my apologies.
and Keanu Reeves was Jonathan Harker.
You talk about my ancestors.
Although
like-
this was before, this was early on in his career, so his English accent was not the best.
Yeah. Like, you mentioned, like, the black and white one, and I'm like, were you meaning the 30s version? The first
That's what I
version
thought at
ever?
first. I got him confused, my bad.
About 300.
Yeah, the one with
You know,
Bela
think-
Lugosi.
Really?
You know, thinking about it, I wonder how much of this scene is shot for shot, like, taken from Dracula.
Nice.
Some of it, anyway.
Some of it.
Oh,
is.
you know what I was thinking of, Sammy? I was thinking of Nosferatu Dracula when it was Bela Lugosi and stuff.
Fit music. Then
Oh, well.
Who's now apparently a regular SpongeBob cast member. Who knew?
Really?
Yeah?
Yeah,
that noise.
he just shows up from time to time.
I was like, not like a regular, but he's definitely shown up more than twice now.
Sounds like somebody's banging on the door.
I actually watched the original
Kinda like
Nosferatu.
you,
It's
I
actually
take
pretty fucking creepy, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, definitely.
Well, I mean, it also helps that it's,
Wait,
you
what's
know,
wrong, dude?
creepy 1900s. Like, early.
Sounds like there is more
Black and white
of them
video.
this time.
It was
This could be your lucky night.
19, I believe, or something around there. I
was
want to
going to
say
kill
maybe
you
1910,
and drink your blood.
at earliest.
I'm sorry, what?
Hold on, what's that again?
Trey,
What?
come here.
Basically, it's
Do
extreme.
I get a say in this?
Drinking my blood.
Can I at least talk to my lawyer before you vampirize me?
No.
Okay.
And then there comes the cavalry.
Coming in to kill the squirrel bat guy. Actually, is it a squirrel or a bat?
He's a bat.
They all have the same kind of face.
I mean,
Bats
they may
are
as well
cut.
be- they're both rodents.
Yeah, bats are technically
There's got to be
rodents.
some sort of similarities.
Yeah.
But yeah, meet Conkilla's true form, Batula.
Conker.
And Conker is related to this guy.
As a family.
I mean, it must be in the face.
Welcome
Yeah.
indeed. I have a little task for you. These little villagers occasionally pop up to my establishment, have a little
Bark.
fun, and see if they can kill me.
Would you say this is a fine dining establishment?
As you can see, I've had a few.
If you were a butcher,
minor
sure.
purchases a house.
Oh, it's a butchery.
The house to grind.
Pretty much.
My favorite.
And to have the
Do you ever wash that thing? Or that thing for that matter?
What is wash?
Your duty.
I don't know, you could probably get like a tetanus from that.
Indeed, the whole
The rusty
point of
metal?
existence
I do not
as of
wash it
It contains
because I
blood.
think that it might
Uh,
actually
These
water.
villagers
I'm already dead inside. What does it matter?
feed
I don't know, I think it would matter, but no.
later.
It does, cleanliness does not fucking matter.
Okay.
Oh, yes,
I suppose so. He also has bloodstains on his mouth and belly.
Like what you are.
Literally, he's going to eat a shit-infested
Oh.
villagers here soon. Are you really questioning this?
I will question a lot.
I mean, like, we have a choice.
I would say he looks at least
Alright,
markedly
so-
cute. So how do we control
He's
him
kind
now?
of adorable, isn't he? But,
Find
I can't
out.
do much like this. We gotta actually fly.
I mean-
So, here's pretty much what's gonna be happening for the next 10 minutes. I'm a little shit bat. Shooting
What?
shit at the villagers.
Watch him shit.
We gotta do this about like 7 times.
Yeah.
And then I gotta pick up the little shits, and ow! Try not
Oh,
to get
fuck.
Try not to get shanked myself.
Maybe you should stun both of them before you pick up one of them.
You can try
That's
your,
fair.
You can try your best. It's definitely you want to try and focus on groups of more than one, or not groups of one, just.
When you hear Conker do that little boo after launching a little projectile, for lack of a better word, that means he hit the guy. So,
there is no way that body had that much blood.
No, but it helps pump the rest of the blood.
That is true. I mean, for all we know, that's all. He's just catching up.
It's his reserves.
I want my
Essentially.
blood.
His last resort.
Also, don't worry, Conker's got plenty of guano packing, so he can just do that
Infinitely.
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 I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
totally-
I'm pretty sure a strict diet of nothing but chocolate will do that to a squirrel.
Probably.
Yeah.
Also, don't.
He totally could.
Also, don't worry, James. The trick is to play it off like a Porky Pig joke, and nobody will know the difference.
Oh, you thought I was gonna say "son of a bitch," didn't you?
Anywho.
You thought I was gonna say son of a bitch, didn't you?
So Sammy, Doug, Icky, do you guys have like? Thank you. You guys already mentioned the. So we talked about a bit about Dracula. Do you guys? Because I guess now is as good a time as any, especially when we're fast approaching Spooky Month. Do you guys have like the quote unquote like classic spooky monster Avengers? Do you have like a favorite amongst them?
Of the Spook Avengers.
Yes.
I would have to think on that.
Honestly.
I mean, I don't know. It was kind of a cross between Dracula and freaking the Mummy for me.
Like, does it have to be like strictly monsters, or can it be like actual other horror icons too, like Freddy?
Yeah. I mean, like, originally I was thinking like monsters, like the classic, like the ones that are
the
marketed
Universal
for like
ones,
kids
yeah.
and Halloween and stuff, like. But I mean, if you want to like talk about just like even like slasher movie, I mean, what to you like feels like it's the defining character of Halloween for you?
The defining character of Halloween.
Wow, these knights of armor sure look flat.
It's only a model. Shh.
Also, the word I was thinking of earlier was a ad nauseum.
Oh, ad nauseum. Okay, careful now.
Yep, there's 3 villagers. I'll just shit on them all. Shit on their day. Or night.
Poo to you too.
Pogo to you too.
I
So
think this is good enough. Let's go. Yeah, go ahead.
I think I can give like a slight answer, but even then it's very much a tie of sorts.
No worries.
So I believe it was last year. Yeah, it was last year definitely. I watched The Wolfman with Lon Chaney Jr. in it. And I really admired that character because he's not exactly evil for the sake of like, oh, I just want to eat people kind of thing. He's more tormented than it seems.
Makes sense.
Is it
Lon
motive
Chaney-
out of hunger or like desperation?
No, he gets cursed essentially because he gets bitten by Bela Lugosi. Unfortunately.
Ow.
Curse
You know,
Bela
as one
Lugosi.
does when bitten by Bela Lugosi.
Yeah, and literally the character's name is Bella, so that's kind of funny.
Pick 'em up.
I was about to say Bela Lugosi wasn't even meant to be in the movie. He just appeared on set one day and then just suddenly bit, and then then the movie started. Sorry, I'm in a weird mood today.
But essentially, he got bitten by a werewolf, essentially, and that's how he became the Wolfman. He didn't want to do the things that he did, but there wasn't much of a choice in the actions. That is one of my few favorites. The other favorite I have, jeez, I'm trying to think. I mean, it technically was part of the Universal lineup, and it's considered a monster, technically, even though I disagree highly. And that's, Eric, or Phantom of the Opera.
I mean, I can see that being horror themed.
He's definitely a great icon, but yeah, I agree. I don't
I'd say more
consider
so
him a
gothic.
monster. Right.
Being a monster.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Universal considered him a monster in their lineup, so it's like, okay, no.
That's
I'd
like
say it's gothic horror. So it counts.
Well, they're fucking dumb.
I don't know. That's actually I can't think of a similar comparison. But
You know what? A thought just occurred to me.
What's that?
Going back to when Sam was talking about the Wolfman and all that. Remember when the Wolfman? Actually, no, not the Wolfman. Remember when Theodore turned into a werewolf?
What a weird movie that was. And then they met Frankenstein in another movie at some point. And
Dude, freaking Alvin and the Chipmunks Meet Frankenstein still lives rent-free in my head every once in a while. It was a pretty decently animated flick, but it's like...
What's up, Doug?
No, I was just about to say, I don't blame you for that specifically. I keep thinking of that every fucking day of my life.
It was a pretty well made special. It just had a lot of weird, surreal stuff happening in it.
Yeah, no, both those movies are really well done. They're just really weird.
Yeah.
As far as like on my end, I remember It's not mine, but it just because you mentioned the Wolfman, Sammy. It was just a definite honorable mention was my grandfather. One of his favorite, like all-time favorite horror movies was
Look at this fat lard of bat.
It was
looking for a trash bag.
It was American Werewolf in London.
Oh, yeah, I've heard a
that.
lot about that one.
Yeah,
Oh,
apparently
time to
that's
take out
a
the
good
trash.
one. Uh-oh.
But what about the sequel movie, American Werewolf goes to London? American Werewolf in London goes to Las Vegas.
Actually, another thing that I relate with Halloween, because it literally plays every time on a certain channel, Hocus Pocus, the Sanderson sisters.
Oh, are you
Thank
looking
you.
forward to the sequel?
Yeah, I am. My mom's basically holding me hostage to watch it.
I was honestly Sorry to interrupt, but I was honestly expecting you to mention Scary Godmother.
Oh, I liked Scary Godmother when I saw it on
I
TV.
loved it as a kid.
Godmother. I love it. I still have it. I love
It took me
that.
It took me a very long time to realize that was based on like books.
Yeah. Oh, also,
Door
real quick,
is
James, don't
ajar.
forget that right behind you.
Door is a...
Yeah, don't forget right behind you. Yeah,
Door
we
is
gotta.
a jar.
Also, this segment sucks.
Yeah, we
It
learned
does.
this. We learned this the hard way. So basically,
Again, this is the part that fucking broke me on our last attempt.
so
Yeah.
Should I explain the rules of this little situation here?
Shoot.
So, zombies have infested the house, and there's nothing but a live Conker left within it. So, we gotta get out of here. The only means of doing so is to find 3 keys scattered across the house, and, open the door and get out. Easier said than done. Because when you grab a key, you can't just act as if it's like an item in your inventory, because all you have in your pockets is cash, and whatever context-sensitive shit you need. You have to physically manhandle the key, after knocking it out.
Oh, really
because
quick,
of Doy.
really quick, Kiki. Don't forget, James. You
Yeah.
actually have to go into the other room and kill those bats first, because once you pick up a key, you also can't even put it down until you reach the door.
Yep.
Yeah, you got your hands full while taking that key straight to the door.
Right,
And
back to you,
remember,
Kiki.
if you take fall damage, you have to go all the way back to get the key again.
Oh, it despawns.
Assuming you don't fall far enough to literally go splat.
Right.
No, but considering it's Conker, it's pretty easy to do.
Yeah.
So
Though I will admit, the more I stop and think about it, it's one of those things where, like, I kind of did make the... Looking back on my original attempt, I did definitely make it a little harder on myself than I should have.
I think-
Because, you do have to get the keys in a sequential order, and once you actually put them in their locks, more of the house does open up, so you can get the other keys relatively easily.
behind you, fully behind you. And I think it was
Bye.
nice. And I think what had happened, just in
one
my
more.
experience from watching all that happen. No offense again to you.
Oh, dang!
You just shot the thing twice!
I'm dead!
I'm convinced I didn't even shoot him the first time. It looked like I hit it nothing.
Right. Oh, and then there are zombies, so just be careful. But anyway, but yeah, it's one of those things where, again, no offense, but when I was watching, I think the main problem was that the more you died, the more frustrated you became, and the more you tried to rush it, and then the more unfortunate, like, sloppy mistakes happened because your head was like rushing to try and get through this. And unfortunately,
Yeah, I
this
just
calls,
wanted it done.
and this unfortunately, it'll be hopefully the last time for the rest of this game, but it's like the last time that this demands like utmost patience and concentration.
Patience and concentration, and actually, getting at least one. Okay, real talk. I don't even need to do that. He'll just stand there and I can just grab him, no problem. I just want to do it for the added effect.
So
Well,
careful.
like, here's the more unfortunate part of this whole sequence. It takes a while.
It is unfortunately, yeah. It's a bit of a long one. Easily the longest
But
part.
Again, this is the point of the game where I kind of get the feeling that they didn't playtest it enough to see whether or not the actual fun part of the game would be, like...
fun.
What's the word?
Well, it's like
Would the gameplay outweigh the fun, or would it just become tedious, annoying, and
for the
tiring?
sake of a joke that would have gotten old after the first time it happened.
Yeah, but at this point, it doesn't feel like it's really being made as a joke. It feels more like a obligation to pad out game time.
Yeah.
Essentially.
I
I mean, they could have just left it at the one key, and I'd be perfectly fine.
Yeah.
or
Allow you to grab like all 3 keys at once across the house and then go back to the door.
I know. So Sammy, what kind of stories have you remembered? Because I mean, we got time. Go for it.
It's story time with me.
I mean,
Go for
we're
it.
still going to say the funny, like my favorite spooky movies.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very special episode of Tales from the Crypt.
Go for it.
From,
And yeah, thank goodness you can outrun
Tales
them.
from the crypt.
Yeah,
Oh, jeez.
Go ahead.
Yeah, from me, exactly.
I got plenty of tequila!
It's just like fun little Halloween stories, to say the least. Basically, actually for a long time I used to dress up as a witch, because, you know, I was obsessed with witches. Still kinda am, to a degree. Because one of my characters is that, essentially.
But are you in fact a witch?
Yes.
And how are we supposed to know whether you are a witch?
I'll curse all of you.
Prove it, sew my mouth shut.
Don't.
No, don't. That hurts.
Please,
You think I
owie,
care?
No, I don't want that.
I don't like needles.
I
do.
was just now thinking. Did anyone else here in high school or middle school or whatever? Anyone here? Actually, he was even in elementary school. Damn. Anyone else here ever read the scary stories to tell in the dark books?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I want to
The
say
book
yes.
covers for those things are still incredibly creepy.
Just the artwork in general. Basically, James, have you ever seen it? It usually was accompanied by these
A
very
black and white
creepy, like these. It was like
image
it was
of
like
a
charcoal artwork with like scary like images.
Oh, then I
macabre.
remember. Yeah.
Usually like a background element that resembles a really creepy face.
Can you send in the chat?
Ah.
What?
Can you send in the chat? Because I might be able to.
Can you send it in the chat? Yeah. But sorry, I didn't finish my story. Fuck. I have like one that I remember, like a long time ago, like when I was around, I want to say 5th, 4th grade, I want to say. My sister would take me out to like these rich neighborhoods so that we could like get more candy, because unfortunately there weren't a lot of kids in our neighborhood, so we kind of had to travel a little farther for that kind of stuff.
I know that feeling.
Uh-oh.
Wait.
We're
So-
cornered. No, it's the other way around.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So basically, like, we went to these rich neighborhoods. One time I was given a Pepsi for...
A Pepsi?
Yeah,
Damn.
Pepsi. Fucking Pepsi.
Nice.
I mean, it is basically like the king of sugary drinks.
Yeah, but like, no, like, one of the houses was like giving away Pepsi, and I'm just like, okay. I'm gonna be sugared up, but sure, I'm gonna take a Pepsi.
I just love a hedge maze.
At least this is not one of the more, you know, complicated ones I've ever had to deal with.
Yeah, it's just a ring.
I'm sorry, Iki. Are we boring you tonight?
No, I'm just a little bit disappointed that I didn't get to mention some scary movies.
You can now, I apologize.
It's
Yeah.
fine. I mean, again, we still have plenty of time before we're out of this dump. So why don't you tell us some of your scary movie history?
I mean, as long as I don't end up interrupting Sam, or Doug, or Logie, or you.
Right.
Nah, I'm done with my stuff, so...
I just
Go
I'm
spooked
fresh
my...
I'm fresh out of topics at the given moment.
Well,
so
I will
Okay,
say...
well,
Yeah, go for it.
I have three I have three scary movies that I could bring up for like conversation or subject matter or whatever. The first one being one of my favorite movies of all time. Ever watch Brain Dead?
Yeah.
Brain Dead, as in
As in, like...
Directed by Peter Jackson.
It was Peter Jackson. It was like... I think it was under... Didn't it have a different name?
Dead Alive.
Dead Alive, yeah. It was basically like super body horror, zombie, like...
It's the goriest film he's ever produced, and it's also one of the funniest movies he's ever made.
well, you know, it's also funny too because you bring up Brain Dead. The first thing that comes to my mind when you say that is Brain Dead 13.
Right, which is also a wacky game. I would not mind revisiting that sometime just to do
Me
it
neither.
live.
Wouldn't mind
Well,
looking
see,
at that.
I feel like we're well overdue to redo some of our for lack of a better word, Laserdisc, choose your own
Oh
adventure.
no,
sort
it's
of,
back that way, James.
Oh, right. my
Yeah,
bad.
it's over by the entrance to.
Oh, oops.
But I would say, yeah, no, I'm up for that. You know, go do Dragon's Quest again with the new gang. You know, get
Dragon's Lair.
Dragon's
We
Lair.
do Brain
Dragon's
Dead
Quest.
13 as a Halloween episode.
I'm not against it. I just have to find a way to. Now that's the other thing is I need to find a way to play it because Dragon's Lair and stuff fortunately has had modern port-ups, but Braindead 13 has unfortunately gone wanting for a few years.
There's a couple of ports you could probably look into.
Alrighty. Sammy, Doug, do you guys know anything about Braindead 13?
No, I don't. Ugh.
Imagine Dragon's Lair if you were playing as a pizza delivery guy with
There it is,
knack
right there,
for
across the way,
technology. And you were trying to stop a mad scientist and all of his kooky, spooky creations across his big-ass castle.
One in particular was hunting you relentlessly, and as we
It's one of the
learned,
funniest parts of the game.
but as we learned, actually, is some of the most like grim and
Violent.
grisly deaths that could be imagined for something like that.
The most violent deaths you can get away with in an E-rated game.
Right,
But it's really funny regardless.
right. Easy does it.
Oh wait, before I just remembered something. I know I need to flick a switch somewhere. I just gotta remember where it was. I know it's Bone Shade.
Oh, it's there. It's over there.
Oh wait, there it is.
So I see. You have to just go back to where the ladder was and jump across the other way. Not this way. There's no way this connects over.
Speaking of my sentence, there it is!
No way out, squirrel.
But yeah. So it was that one, and I think there's any other Laserdisc games we get. I know.
Again, there's Dragon's Lair, there's Space
Ace. I know we did Time Gal.
the Time Warp, and Time Gal.
I know there's Time Gal, which
I
was
got
fun.
Time Gal, the first one.
That was the first one, really?
Well, I think it was one of the first.
I know it was done by Toho, animated by Toho anyway, or Toei. But the people who did Sailor Moon.
Yeah, animated by Toei. Basically the Dragon Ball animators.
Right. That was wacky.
Back in their prime.
Yeah, Toho, I think, is the ones who make
Godzilla.
Godzilla. Yeah.
Right. Which yeah, and I'm super excited actually because so apparently it's not a full movie like I thought it was, but apparently not a long time ago, Jesus, 3 years ago in 2019, a fan did a whole animated fan film called Godzilla vs. Gigan, or something like that, and it was a fun little project. It won a contest, and I guess it either was so good or the contest was so lucrative that Toho themselves are now funding a sequel animated film for that project.
Hey, that's pretty rad.
That is pretty
Nice. Speaking of nice, we're out of this dump.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
you
man,
did it,
I
James.
still had 2 more movies to talk about.
Well, there's a little bit. Well, we still
Alright,
have a
we
little
got
bit of
worms.
company.
And Barrel Guy's back, I guess.
Go for a ride.
A ride!
We'll never know.
Come
his
on,
name.
let's go for a ride.
Oh, jeez, because there's still zombies around.
This one's on the house.
But yes, get going.
Oh, come on.
Jesus. For God's
be-
sake, get out of here!
Be careful; they can stun lock you.
There we go.
And then we
Ooh,
just
you
splatter
guys.
them.
Fucking hell.
So, what are the other movies, Icky?
Well, the second one that I wanted to bring up is generally one of the creepiest movies I've ever seen. Ever watched the original Candyman?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
with the dude who's now going to be our Venom in Insomniac Spider-Man 2.
I thought he was already the voice of Venom.
I believe he was. I believe he is in first.
Oh
Try.
wow,
First try!
Yeah, that is. You pretty much have to just control where you're going at that point. Anyway,
Yeah, no, that part's kind of a pain in the ass. So I'm kind of grateful I got that one done in a lickety split.
we're not done with
Yeah,
this
you
film
guys
just
ever
yet.
watch that movie?
Oh, Candyman? No.
I did.
remember.
It's creepy.
Speaking of
Oh,
which,
and as far as horror movie, sorry guys.
I was just about to say, speaking of which, I know you're rewatch that soon.
Oh yeah,
That's fair.
definitely.
As far as horror movies are concerned, I haven't watched an awful lot on my end. Like, I definitely remember a long time ago, an old church friend of mine, he and I watched that really, really weird video game-based horror movie, Stay Alive, I think it was called.
Oh, the one
Stay
oh
alive.
the freaking progenitor of the if you die in the game, you die for real
Yes.
line.
What?
That classic bit.
Oh, hello.
Money!
After all this, you read it and weep, folks.
Just for 100?
This is it.
That's all the inheritance we get.
That's the inheritance?
And not only that, that's it, Icky. That is, except for one other moment at the end, that is the last bit of dollar bills that James will get in this entire game. And you've done it! You collected every bit of money in the game.
I kind of get the feeling that the money at this point of the game was an afterthought.
Something about the legendary sound that accompanied that. Just.
That was pretty funny.
Also, hey, look.
Oh, look where we are now.
Hey, we're back here. I remember you like it was just yesterday. Speaking of which,
Hey, say something funny.
Say something funny. Okay.
I guess the button doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, no.
nah, not anymore. He's asleep.
Oh,
All right.
So then,
Anyways,
what's your last movie? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, the last movie I want to bring up. It's a little known classic from the wonderful animation team that is Scooby-Doo meets the Boo Brothers.
Oh,
I had that one on VHS, and it's still one of my favorite guilty pleasures
I don't blame you.
from childhood. Even though it's just basically Three Stooges, but with
Wait.
Oh, hello. We interrupt your regularly scheduled video gaming to bring you War.
excuse you?
Yes, war.
War.
War once again.
You just technically reminded me of another film I could bring up, Kiki's Delivery Service. I
But that one
recently
isn't
watched
spooky.
that one.
Well, it has a
Yeah, but it
witch,
has
and it does
witch.
involve the Hindenburg, or something like it.
Yeah,
That's
why?
the Hindenburg!
Excuse you?
There was a blimp that crashes into a tower, and,
Yo.
it's a whole big thing.
Are you sure you're not thinking Howl's Moving Castle?
No.
No. Dude, every trailer for Kiki's Delivery Service mentioned the blimp and her saving the little boy from it or whatever.
I
Yeah.
didn't see that part!
I'm gonna find
I
it for you,
remember it, but it's not the Hindenburg, but that is funny to think about.
But yeah, no, the story's not about that. But anyway, James, that's not going to involve us, right? I mean, we're just law-abiding citizens who don't need no draft, right?
Yeah, we just want to go home. Besides, Conker's a known drunk. He can't be drafted.
The fuck's at home?
You disobey the draft, you're going to jail.
Okay, well... It's at least somewhere to stay.
Well, I'm sure it'll be a nice, quick little, pop in, pop in, say that we don't have the physical aptitude to be in any war, and be right on our merry way. Let's see what.
Also, I don't think Doug ever answered the question either. Like, what his
Doug,
favorite horror icon
Tell
is.
me your favorite horror icons.
I got none.
Damn.
Aww.
I mean, honestly, considering your MMO, Doug, I'm actually surprised you don't have any aspirations for horror icons.
It's also the fact that I'm mainly in love with horror in general. I really can't pick one.
Okay, so how about
Yeah.
this? How about this? For someone of your particular spooky fiber, they're dead. Actually, there's some fun dialogue here we gotta touch upon really quick because I love this bit.
Yeah, the general here is a great. He's a ton of fun.
Boy, he sure is lucky bastards to survive that.
Are we, though?
Closest atrocity. Come over here now, sonny.
What?
Clean hood.
What? Okay.
Forward, nice line. Oh, so
What line?
What are you? Okay.
problem.
What's that?
Dirty boat must
This feels like a Newgrounds cartoon now.
Okay, actually, it's funny you bring that up, Iki. During one of the things they made in honor of the upcoming release of Conker's Bad Fur Day, there were a couple of Flash animated cartoons based on Conker's Bad Fur Day made by the devs called Conker's Etiquette Tips.
I remember
Etiquette
those.
tips.
be accepted as you wish.
Basically, it's just 3 shorts where Conker teaches the viewer about proper etiquette in certain scenarios, or at the very least with one of them. The other 2 was just him doing whatever the fuck he wanted.
Okay.
Well done.
Oh, that shit.
Again, the live and
Fuck
reload.
what shit?
Again, the live and reloaded censors killed this dude. His lines anyway. Just man, because they would bleep out shit. I'm like, come on, dude. Just
Bleep that bleep.
I've been told.
do you remember the rest of the song?
No, he doesn't know.
I've been. Oh, that shit.
I thought that crane in the background was just fucking Anvil.
I can kind of see it. But anyway, so yeah, while James works on this next particular arduous task, Doug, what to you then would be scary movies that you could watch theoretically every year? Like once a year, you'd be up for watching that movie.
Well, in terms of just starting out, like October 1st and all that, I would just go for fun stuff. But once it gets to like very close to Halloween, I would probably go for like extreme gore and all that stuff. Because that's my honest taste of horror stuff nowadays. And you can thank my grandmother for that one.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, there's absolutely. So are you saying more into splatter than slasher?
It depends on what I'm watching, but yeah, probably just more into horror.
Random thought. There's this one TikTok guy. I gotta probably show you, Doug. It's a guy who's I don't think he's a voice actor, but he does a very fun voice performance, which is he has a little devil puppet who looks like a cute little like cartoon goat man, and he talks all about reviews about horror movies and does like little like horror like discussions about like what makes horror interesting, like all the different genres and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But almost.
So you may be wondering what the hell I've been doing the past couple of minutes.
I thought you lost your mind.
To get ourselves anywhere in this whole thing, we got to power up power up the island. Sad, though, to do that, we got to make sure to power up the grids via this electric eel.
Yay!
So now this whole harbor is operational.
Live and Reloaded said,
Fuck that shit! Fuck that shit!
didn't let you do this. Okay, okay.
That shit!
Thank you.
I guess I can sympathize that I kind of am into like a lot of like gore stuff, but I'm also like really into psychological horror to a degree because that's just that's my bread and butter.
That's also fair.
That's fair.
We'll say, how to put this?
Real quick, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back.
Oh, yes. Be right back.
Right back.
So, what you think you're doing here, Mr. Candy Strap Pants? Let me in out when I'm talking to you, you waste of flesh!
What the fuck is happening?
There you are. What the fuck is happening?
I guess looks like Sam won't be fully replacing Hype after all. Welcome back, buddy.
There can be only one. Shoot him.
Also, I'll try to fix that, but I think I might have unintentionally peaked when I did my little soldier skit.
I mean, you're shouting a lot. I mean, that'll happen.
You're fine.
Hello?
Oh, jeez. Louise.
Hi there.
I wonder why.
Are you the janitor? I don't suppose you have
But Steve,
any,
there can be only one.
toilet paper?
Only one what?
No, I'm not the janitor. I could be clean.
That'll be the
I will-
eternal question in this recording.
Do I need to get the gun?
One day.
Yes, get the gun.
Alright, I'm shooting you.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I was about to say, I just walked in here minding my own business. What's with all the unneeded violence?
I'll just take no prisoners immediately. So, who's this sorry sap?
Well, he's a goblin. He's a little imp with the TNT barrel strapped to his back. Won't go asking questions why that's the case, but he will be handy to get rid of that wreckage from afar.
However, he will not walk on his own, unfortunately.
Give me a hand.
I mean, would you want to go moving your sorry self after dropping a bunch of bombs?
Ha! Okay.
I mean, man brings up a good point.
Let's get him going
Oh
now.
boy. It's gonna be a little awkward, but that being said, don't assume this is gonna be easy peasy because there's a little slip you gotta worry about.
James, you remember to move the block, right?
Whoops.
I don't think it worked.
Don't worry, I know how to solve this problem.
Oh, hang on. I think I got it on the wrong way around.
Also, Steve, while you were gone, we were talking about favorite horror monster
Whoa, what the-
items. Do you have
hello.
one?
I think Icky came back from dinner, maybe? Doug, you alright?
I didn't do anything.
Okay, I think it was Icky. I think it was just his door.
I mean, I was about to say, who among us actually who among us doesn't keep their mic muted when they're in the middle of something?
Hey, don't I get a say in this?
Hey, Icky. Hype's
Why do
joining
you
us
bring that
again.
up, considering
Yeah.
this?
We heard your door, Icky. We thought somebody fell.
No, I came back from food.
Yeah, I know.
Fair enough.
What kind of food?
A burger. That burger averted.
Yum.
Burger averted. Yeah. So now that the block is in place, that will fortunately stop his explodey descent.
Yep. Even better is that the force of the slide won't be enough to ignite the barrel.
So are these guys ever explained, or are they just...
Nah, they're just part of the war.
To
They
be
just got
fair,
the- they just got. I was gonna say they just got the shit job.
To be fair, oh boy! I was about to say, like, you say that. To be fair, is there anything in Conker that ever gets explained?
Like, no. So
In all
even they try
fairness,
to
these guys kind of remind me of, like, the Fraggles.
they kind of do
Down a
have the
Fraggle
same
Rock.
Or
face
some
as a
kind of
Fraggle.
Muppet.
Ow. Da, 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 da. Unfortunately for these two Ben and James's patients, we must make 2 treacherous journeys across this horribly hazardous bay.
Don't you mean 3?
No, just 2.
Just 2. So we'll go
You
this
know what
way.
you're doing, you just have to do this 2 times.
So, was there an inquiry that you were wanting to bring about Logan
Yeah,
before Iki came back?
Well, Sammy was asking you something, Hype.
Oh, what was your inquiry?
So we were talking about favorite horror or monster icons. Did you have one?
Well, I think I've mentioned it before on the channel,
Oh,
but
shit.
it's
shit.
oh boy.
Ow.
But anyway, I was just saying, like, I mentioned it before, but as a recap, I'm not a particularly big fan of horror in general. Like, it's something that doesn't appeal to me. That being said, like, I think if I did have to pick, like, a particular favorite horror icon, you know, again, if I was into them, I kind of like a lot of the creativity that's used in, like, the Freddy Krueger movies.
Oh, the Nightmare on
Yeah,
Elm
fun,
Street
surreal.
films?
I mean, you could also like pick one that you pick something that you associate with Halloween, like a character
Like-
or something like
Like,
that.
yeah, who's the first person you think of when you think of a spooky, like Dracula, Frankenstein, Freddy Krueger, things like that?
You know, Count Chocula, Booberry, Frankenberry.
Now they got rid of Booberry for some reason.
I've never actually had those growing up.
Me neither. All I know is that their names amuse me.
I mean, surprisingly, they're all readily available again.
They're so
Yeah.
fucking good. Get them.
But anyway, so to answer my question, I guess Logan brought up some easy ones like Dracula and Frankenstein and whatnot, but I guess if you want something specific, one of the first characters that comes to my mind whenever I think of Halloween is Jack Skellington.
yeah.
I mean,
that's fair.
That's kind of like the go-to, but okay.
I'm
I
fine
mean,
with that.
That sounds about right.
I could see that movie being a lot of children's first introductions to like some form of creepy or unsettling
Or some kind of
imagery.
kooky spooky.
Actually, if you want to if you want me to say something that actually unsettled me as a kid, probably Coraline would probably be one of them.
Oh, that movie's terrifying, even today.
Coraline definitely delves into some creepy stuff.
It's terrifying, but double damn if it ain't a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
You ever read the
Very-
book?
I read the book
haven't.
actually.
I read the book
Right in
too.
place.
Try to think of now remind me of what are things that genuinely creeped me out as a kid.
Well, sorry, before you
Santa
continue,
Claus.
the Santa Claus.
I mean, on the
one
subject
thing that-
of Henry Selick films, James the Giant Peach certainly terrified me as a kid.
Oh yeah, that was
That
a-
movie turned me off of eating peaches for life.
Really?
Really, I will never touch the fucking thing ever.
Okay.
Well, good thing I never cared for peaches to begin with.
Good.
Okay.
I guess, like,
Actually, real quick, Hype, before you finish your thing, you've done a great service to your people, Mr. TNT Goblin Sir.
Gobbo.
wait, what was that?
Oh, now I understand why I'm called Mr. TNT.
Talk about a shit job.
That's all he said. Well, unfortunately, that wasn't enough to clear the wreck.
Yeah, we need to get the other side.
Fine.
Anyways, you guys were saying?
Yeah, back to you,
Anyway, but like as far as like things that genuinely scared me, another thing I want to say I mentioned before, but I guess in case no one has heard it, I'll say it anyway. A movie that I never even saw the entirety of as a kid. I only saw the ending of it, but the ending of it was so devil damn traumatizing that it made me never want to touch the film again. The Witches.
The frickin' it was the Roald Dahl one where they turn into rats.
Yeah, that's it.
Hilariously enough, another Roald Dahl story.
and didn't they actually get like the Jim Henson or whatever to like work on some of those like
Oh yeah,
puppets?
they were the people that did the animatronics for like the little mices and the frickin' rat transformation of the head witch.
Oh dear.
Gosh, was it like it was gotta give whenever it's in horror, damn do I gotta give props to like good like practical physical like effects.
Oh yeah.
And I
Which is
remember
why I
just
think you'll
'cause-
love Brain Dead.
Like, it was a combination of all the camera angles, all the screaming, all the shots of the witches turning back, and then the transformation itself of the head witch turning into the rat, and all the unnecessarily close-ups of said rat head witch thing.
I get that.
Oh.
I definitely get that.
Am I?
The funny thing is that, like, I know not long ago it was actually, like, remade into... what would I say? They got a remake not that long ago. I don't know if it's... Oh, boy!
Close.
That's gotta be like classic Looney Tunes right there.
Boom, boom,
It
boom, boom.
really is. You didn't even.
We'll go back.
You didn't see that one coming.
All right, back to you. We're good. We can get.
All
back.
I
Go
was
ahead.
all I was just gonna say is that like I know that that film got a remake not too long ago. I hear it's not as good as the original movie, but then again, like I said, the original movie really traumatized me, so I don't know if I'm an accurate judge of saying whether it's better or not.
Well, the
Actually,
good news
if
is that you
wanna
don't have to
know
worry about it for long because HBO Max killed it.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, thanks
Actually,
HBO
if-
Max.
Actually, if you want to know another thing that creeped me out, and Doug can agree with me on this and attest for me, some of the bad guys from Doctor Who were fucking terrifying. Particularly the Empty Child was like one of the
Oh.
few that fucking terrified me a little bit.
Alright.
Well, were you his mummy or weren't you?
Are you my mummy?
Yeah.
Are you my mommy?
That's right, I'm
And
your
then-
mommy.
And then the Weeping Angels definitely creeped me out at first too. I was-
Oh yeah, the Weeping Angels are a classic.
Until Matt
Well,
Smith's
the Weeping
era.
I swear.
Yeah, basically.
Then they became weird. But I would swear that the Weeping Angels are like the source material. Heads up, careful.
Ooh.
Phew. I would say that the Weeping Angels are like the source. Like they are the progenitor of the like. Don't blink, stare at the thing, and that just makes them even more terrifying because you're gonna have to blink eventually.
Yeah, there's
and how
another one
long
over
can
there.
they last? And
Which is kind of funny.
Admittedly, I don't think I've ever actually watched that show.
It's good.
Well,
I mean-
it's a very long show, so I don't blame you.
Right. And
Well-
I was gonna actually bring up one thing. Do you think that the Weeping what were they called, the Weeping Angels?
Yeah, the Weeping
yeah.
Angels.
Do you think that they were a loose inspiration for the booze?
I wouldn't be surprised.
from
Yeah,
Mario,
from Mario.
Like, the white
Yeah,
ghosts.
the Mario ghosts.
I don't. I could see
I don't know
it,
why that-
but
Sorry,
wasn't that the urban legend about like he was a developer's like girlfriend or wife or something?
Wife.
Yeah, she was apparently very
Two-faced.
two-faced.
What a
Yeah, that
wacky
might have
world.
been. Yeah, but like no, like some of them did terrify me genuinely, and also yeah, the show is long, but you don't technically. Well, you don't really have to like start in one place unless you're going for like the modern stuff. Then there is like a cohesive narrative, but for the most part, you could skip around a couple of episodes. It really doesn't matter.
Hey, shoots!
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's also kind of funny that we bring up the Weeping Angels because I have characters that are just basically going to represent the Weeping Angels for my own thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Nice.
With that all said, we are more or less done. The way out of here is more or less free.
Well, let's go let the general know that he can get on with his war, and we can get on back home now that we've done our service.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Here we are.
No, not hopefully. We did our job. So
No, I mean
go home.
hopefully they'll let us. I mean hopefully they'll let us go home.
What the hell is
wrong,
that?
Oh!
Oh.
Come on and chop action!
Well, Conker has his whole knockout spree. You guys enjoy the upcoming scene. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Consider yourself enlisted.
Oh.
You know this is very illegal, right?
No, this means. Oh.
Oh dear.
This means war.
Somehow we out. Somehow, even though we were just enlisted by chance, we outrank all these people already. Given the
Oh, like
stripes
the-
on this helmet.
Oh, that's what you meant.
I mean, we already did some time in the army.
Also, I just noticed we don't have any subtitles anymore. Ooh.
Yeah, it's because of the. Gonna be honest with you, hype. It's because of the.
the cinematic parallels that we're about to witness.
And the amount of power that's about to go into this cutscene in particular.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm back. Did I miss anything?
No.
Well, a guy threw up.
A guy threw up, that's all you missed.
Just hype knowing that there are no subtitles, and I believe it's because of just how much power is about to go into this cutscene.
Yeah, no, this is like the one part of the game where they just play completely straight. Like, the only joke about this is that it's literally a war being fought against squirrels and teddy bears. Otherwise...
It's D-Day!
On the contrary, this whole sequence, well, not the whole sequence, but a good chunk of this whole sequence is basically like a giant parody of Saving Private Ryan.
Oh yeah, it's the D-Day.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't
so
know why,
I
but I like that.
So my joke was going to correlate with this. Okay, cool.
Oh, what were you gonna say?
I'm just like, I remember D-Day like it happened yesterday.
I remember
oh, yeah.
shaving Ryan's privates.
Come on, man. I'm right here.
Or shaving them.
Shaving Ryan's privates.
Shaming them, well, that's...
I thought you said shooting.
That's the BDSM version.
Sam, was that reaction towards what I just said?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh no!
War is hell.
I'm never gonna get home, am I?
No.
This is your home.
I remember Nazi Germany like it was yesterday.
Also, these Teddy's aims suck. I am a standing target, and they. Oh.
Yeah, they're only aiming. Oh, for God's sakes!
Oh, hey, my
there.
arm!
Shoot for the gray ones.
I'm gonna
Oh,
need
that
that
was a
for
close
later.
one.
No, it was this comrade's arm. He just looted
And he
it for
and he has the
himself.
most rational reaction to all this.
Get me the fuck out of here!
Got surprised they didn't say that, actually.
So yeah, basically run for your life.
Because that machine gun fire is not just decorative; it is fully aimed for you.
Tangible objects.
Give me the
If
out
you
of
keep
here.
on moving, though, you...
Yeah.
Yeah. If it does mean anything, though, if you keep running, more often than not, it'll miss you.
I like how I like how it's shooting the camera.
Curses!
I like
Oh
she said.
boy! Oh boy!
Oh, boy.
Dang it, I was hoping for a flawless run.
I know. Hey, we call them battle scars. You'll be all the talk at the bars.
Walk it off, Conker. Walk it off. You'll be fine.
How's this scar when it's just a hole on my helmet?
You'll be just fine, motherfucker.
Oh, hey, it's a comrade.
Oh, jeez.
I'm it.
The rest of what?
Shit.
Not enough. Not enough.
I guess I could ask you guys real quick for an opinion. Between how the original did it and how Line Reloaded did it, do you think Conker looks better with just the helmet on his head or with the full ensemble?
I think it looks better here.
I think it looks better because
Yeah.
again,
It
without,
feels more Looney Tunes-esque.
and without the costume, without the full costume, I really can believe that he is not supposed to be a war guy. He has been tossed into this just at last second.
Yeah.
Again, it's the whole idea that Conker's just kind of getting thrown around from situation to situation at the drop of a hat.
Ooh.
Ah,
Well,
man,
if I could...
he's dead.
Yeah. Well, if I can make, like, a bit of a counter-argument, like, how would him being, like, fully decked out like he was in Live and Reloaded take away from that?
It wouldn't take away, it was just kind of, you know, overemphasize the idea that Conker is just some nobody.
Let's do it.
Oh, boy.
Move it out.
I don't remember this in my history books.
Oh, look, my very own Totaku figure.
So,
Anyway.
manual time aside, how do we use these guys?
It's more or less the same as you did the shotgun earlier.
Only now you have a crosshair.
Yep, you have a crosshair now. You can still strafe. You can still move around. Hold down the right trigger to aim, and press the left trigger to fire.
Do you have to manually reload?
Yes, with the A button actually.
Damn.
I will still give them credit. Rare really pushed a 3D platformer. As, like, between this and Donkey Kong Country, they really pushed this console to its limits at times.
You mean Donkey Kong 64?
And
Donkey Kong
Banjo.
64.
Well, I mean, they both share the same continuity, so...
I mean, when you think about it, it's also kind of impressive too, considering that Conker's Bad Fur Day here. If you also count like its very inception, has been in development hell since '97, and then it released in 2001. So about maybe what 5 years?
Right.
Oh, hello.
Oh boy, here we go.
So yeah, now we got teddies. They suck, but they're made of fluff.
Teddy bear Nazis.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
about
hey,
to ask,
so-
are
hey
they
there, dude.
basically the representation of Nazis?
Yes.
Yes.
So then, oh gosh, no, I'm not gonna make that joke here.
I was gonna say straight up so because they even make an Indiana Jones reference later, or maybe even now, Sammy, where they say Teddies. I hate these guys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he said earlier.
No,
Yeah,
that's
you said
Blues
earlier.
Brothers.
Oh, I thought.
I hate
for some reason-
Illinois Teddies.
For some reason I thought that was a. And they're gonna do this a
Yeah.
lot.
Blues Brothers.
Yeah. I hope you're not. I hope you're not the skittish type.
Nah.
Well, like
Ooh,
surprise
chocolate.
attacks.
Because at almost every bit of box, jump scares.
Well, no, you just get the Metal Gear Solid. Boing!
But I will also say, compared to Live and Reloaded, they definitely don't throw as many at you because they understand your limited mobility.
Well, how many do they throw at you
what?
in Live and Reloaded?
Oh, like 3 to 5 every single time, and like 7
Fuck, around every
How-
corner.
Yeah, they throw...
like how
throw-
about the, I was like, perfect example, Icky. Remember how we at the very start we had to shoot the lock off that door? In Live
Yeah.
and Reloaded, before you can even shoot the lock off, they put like 10 of them in front of you right there to familiarize yourself with shooting.
Yeah,
them.
but to be fair, judging from your
Yeah.
playthrough of it, Logan, it didn't seem like they were that much of a hassle to deal with.
Did you just shoot that guy across?
I think I shot him in the leg. Oh, hello.
Oh boy.
I didn't happy about that.
That would have been a low blow if you did shoot him there, but it's not gonna matter. He's gonna be dead anyways.
No, technically you did shoot him in the leg, just not his traditional one.
while headshots do seem to be effective, James, how reliable would you say firing from the hip works?
Not that much better, to be honest.
Technically speaking, you shot him in the leg, but not the one he's standing on.
Oh, hush. There you go.
You don't have a leg to stand on.
Also, how scared should I be of these laser trip mines?
Instant kill.
No, they don't instant kill you. They do hurt a lot, though. Like, I want to say one laser if you tip one laser, you lose like 2 pips of chocolate.
Jeez.
Oh,
I eat chocolate. That's my chocolate.
Get on out of here.
And yeah, I agree. These teddies look a lot creepier than the Live and Reloaded ones. They gave them like full eyes and stuff.
Oh, speaking of creepy.
Well, these ones look intentionally adorable, which adds to the creepiness factor.
Right. Also, I would
Mine
like
spiders!
Makes sense to me because we've seen these spider mines already.
Yeah, but those were the ones that were on our side. You know, theoretically our side.
Spiders.
Well, okay, when you put it that way.
Spiders.
Better these guys than 8-legged freaks.
Oh,
Oh.
I don't want to think about them.
I need a new back scratcher.
Nice, back scratcher. Now for the blood. I mean, what?
Oh, no.
I just had to fucking say it.
Just the look on his face.
You
Okay,
bastards.
Wait, that music plays throughout the remainder of the sequence?
for now, until we get away.
Hello.
Oh, until...
Oh.
Okay. I was hoping that would just linger throughout the rest.
Nazis! Let's go!
Oh, and they can't trigger their own. That's BS. They should be able
That's
to trigger their own.
bull. That would have been funny if you could just lure them into their own tripwire.
It would be funny.
Right.
Yeah, very
Oh yeah,
funny.
teddies aren't the only thing you have to worry about in this section, though.
Why? What else do we gotta worry about? Aside from...
Flamethrowers.
Huh?
Hey! Weren't you in the toilet earlier?
Oh, that was
I
my
guess.
That was my
You can't kill them. They got.
that was my cousin.
That was my
Oh.
cousin.
Let's go.
Don't mind me.
I can't believe it. I'm surrounded by shitheads.
Oh,
You nearly got burned alive.
That was a close one.
man, it's a good thing there's no friendly fire. It would have been like, sorry, Jeremy.
Friendly fire.
What have I told you about jumping in front of my fire?
Oh, don't mind if I guess I don't need no more.
I'm gonna wave it aimlessly in front of me, and if you get burnt, by technicality, it's your fault.
It's your
Oh
own
my
fault.
gosh!
It's a good thing they only attack you like one at a time. They take turns.
Oh, they're the courteous sort.
How polite!
They're equal opportunity.
I was gonna say they learned sharing is caring after all, Icky.
Yeah, right.
A kill
Ah.
for the team is a
So-
kill for we. I didn't go ahead.
Wait, they're not teddies. They're sheer bears.
Oh my god.
The
Oh.
bears.
No,
Care
they're
Bears?
the buddy bears from Garfield.
Dude, I don't remember this Care Bears episode.
I was about to say, if it's the Buddy Bears, they must have multiplied like nuts, because there were only 3 of them in that show.
Man, this Care Bears episode fucking wild!
Nice. That was pretty sick. You flipped him up in the air, then headshot him on his way down.
Welcome
You
to
know,
Care Bears.
I guess that
M-rated.
test playthrough really paid off, considering I'm doing a lot better here than I did before.
Yeah, you are.
Good,
Oh, that's
good.
right. The
Practice playthroughs are always a blessing.
yeah, it's like, you know, I'm proud of you. I'm proud that we're finally able to actually see this part of the game after
Hey.
being stuck in Dracula's castle.
Hey, thanks for lighting my cigarette there, pal.
If
I would have made a morbid joke, but I'd have to think about an actual morbid joke. that I would work on.
third later ain't free.
I love that setup, Sam. It's like,
pay me, okay?
I smell chocolate.
I was gonna say, I love that setup, Sam. It's like, I'd make a morbid joke, but first I have to think of a morbid joke.
But I can't think of any right now.
I'm just trying to think of somebody who was like set on fire.
True.
You're for like,
Careful.
Ooh.
but I can't think of shit right now.
Oh,
Uh oh.
crap, doctors.
Oh,
This
so
is
this
a bit
really is
different.
Nazi Germany. Oh fuck.
Gets better.
Yeah, that's incredible.
I mean, what if you were to give this game to, say, 20 intelligent people? I mean, what would that do? Let's face it, what would it do?
Really? That's interesting.
What
Oh.
the f***
Is this a parody of something?
is the character?
Actually, this is a revising of the script.
Is it?
Yeah. So what happened? What happened in the version 1.0 release of this game, James?
From what I remember, I don't remember exactly what was going on. all I know is that it was a lot dark. It was pretty much keeping to its already pretty grim dark tone.
And like there was like some Dr. Mengele style surgery being performed on a prisoner of war. But now in 1.1, and thus the Live and Reloaded port, they replaced it with that little humorous interaction instead.
Which I think fits much better with Conker in general.
Right.
I wanted to see morbid shit.
I will say I do agree with you to an extent, James, but I find it funny that like out of all the really racy stuff this game has, like that's the one they decide, you know what, I think we were going a little too far.
Okay, so in the original version of Conker's Bad Fur Day, that scene would have featured the two teddies dissecting a live squirrel.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Maybe that's the same one that's at that chair over there.
And the audio that they were using for this version was originally meant for scrapped outtakes during the credits.
Which I wish they would. Which now I'm really wishing I could hear actual more outtakes.
Yeah, really. Like this feels like the game that feels like the game that's made for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and I guess to add on to the grisly scene, because I forgot to include that a little bit. They were performing surgery on a prisoner squirrel while he was still alive.
I just said he was a live squirrel.
I forgot that part.
Okay. Well, anyways, I will say this part of the game, like, it's this or Spooky where the game starts kind of dragging on. Yeah.
A bit, yeah. Oh, hello.
I see they got a guy over there.
Oh my god.
And this guy's just...
Wow.
Ugh.
Jeez.
He is the Uber doctor.
Uber doctor.
Uber bear.
Oh, nuts.
Uber.
The Uber.
I made the joke first.
Gosh.
The Ubu.
The Ubu. Hey, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Just remembered. Don't worry, Boo Boo. I'm a certified doctor.
To Prince Abubu.
I did have a conversation point I wanted to bring up earlier, but I forgot what it was.
Oh, wait, okay, well, what topics were we talking about that time?
Ow.
I know it was right around the time you mentioned you had to BRB, but I forgot what it was.
Oh my god, this is you. Could you
Now, who's this guy?
He's just a MacGuffin dude.
over there?
He's a McMuffin?
Yes.
The other one is,
Major McMuffin.
trying tonight. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Stay there.
We're playing with the fates. Does he live or will he die? The choice is yours.
Do you know which switch it is?
The decision is yours.
It's written on it.
Is yours.
Yeah.
Is yours.
Beneath me.
I don't think it is written on it.
Okay.
Which?
His blood will not be on my hands. Which do you guys choose?
Do you get?
Neither.
I was about to say, like, do you get the same result no matter which one you get?
I call my bluff. Yes.
Fine. No matter what, if he picked the right switch or the left switch, this joke happens, and...
Oh. Death.
Ooh.
Lovely.
Well.
Oh, hang on a second. I think it's this one, actually.
Whoops.
Okay.
They play the scene out a lot longer in Live and Reloaded.
Yeah, and I think the joke works better here.
I'm not quite dead.
Well, I mean, I do kind of like how it got to a point where literally his eyes just suddenly hang out of his sockets after all said and done.
Yeah.
But I do agree that they could have been better paced. Anyway.
Can't believe I saw Ted Bundy's execution.
What?
Christ.
Jeez.
Ow.
Get in the next room now before anyone has a chance to think too highly on what was just said.
Too late.
Okay.
Oh.
Hello.
Uh-oh.
Crap. Run!
Yeah, no, don't worry about it, Sammy. I'm just making a joke. Sorry.
What kinds of gossip do you read, lady?
Fuck up,
So she's talking about a serial killer who's been dead since the 70s.
He got executed that way. It was a joke.
I know, you're fine.
Wasn't Charles Manson scheduled to die that way?
Yeah, he was, but
I mean, he was on death row for years and years and years until he died.
Yeah, until he actually died.
How do we kill that guy?
And apparently his TV is haunted by his ghost.
Really?
Supposedly.
Alright, well,
Alright, last chance.
I'm all I can hope for is that the continue is the continue checkpoint isn't too far away.
And if
It
not,
should be. Again, like as far as I'm aware, the checkpoint system in this game is pretty it's more or less
Whoa!
like,
Whoa!
no matter where you die off, you will restart from where you left off.
I do not like how tight this section is.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
But yeah, to answer, if I had to make an assumption, I would guess the checkpoint would be after you saved your comrade.
Go!
Blow him to smithereens
true.
before he blows you up.
Oh boy!
Oh jeez.
One last shot.
Oh!
Never mind.
Man.
Oh,
Like, you didn't
Christ!
even get a chance to fire
Holy
the thing.
shit!
Add insult to injury.
You are not ahead of your game.
Okay, so how do you set up the table this time if we have nothing left?
Won't be spilling my milk anymore.
That.
Oh yeah, by the way, game over, everybody.
Yeah, but that's the first time we're actually showing it this time. But how are we gonna? Oh, they found
Wait,
our head.
what? They
found
can
our
put
head
it together.
With enough duct tape.
We can rebuild him, but I don't want to spend a lot of money.
Honestly, the way he ended up dying in that whole sequence, I'm surprised I didn't get the scene where like I'm just in a bag full of bloody pulp.
I guess it doesn't count unless it's like deliberate explosion.
Right.
But, you know, see, like look at the little portrait over there. I'm pretty much exactly where I died. I'm
Perfect.
fine.
That's
Alrighty.
good.
Again, the life system in this game, for all intents and purposes, is kind of pointless.
Well, so long as it's
But
actually...
it's only okay, not completely pointless. It got us a good character in the form of Greg.
Yeah.
And
Greg is the goat.
The way they meow and piss everywhere.
And
They meow, they piss everywhere, and the shit just smells bloody awful.
Now, piss everywhere. Smells bloody awful.
oh my gosh.
But yeah, no, this teddy here needs to be taken out, and this is, as far as I'm aware, the only way you can
Whoop.
take him out.
Do it again.
And random thought then is that somewhere else in
Whoop.
is that
Okay,
somewhere,
don't do that.
The
Or
other
that.
thing is that out of nowhere, then suddenly in Live and Reloaded, this doesn't happen. He's just away from his post for whatever reason.
Whoa.
Yeah, no, this entire sequence is more or less avoided, and you actually have free reign over the Gatling
Holy
gun.
fucking shit, that was so quick. It's like a neck turn.
Yeah, tight.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Nice flip or pirouette.
What the? I thought I was safe.
You know, in hindsight, maybe a pipe wasn't enough to dodge .57 caliber machine gun fire.
I guess not. But at the very least, once we're done with this, I want to say the worst of this whole chapter is over.
Is it
At least up until the end.
Yeah, our best chance is gonna be whenever he's reloading.
Oh.
Stick to the shadows, you'll be fine. And don't slip like a motherfucker.
And be quick on the draw with this. There it is. Quick, quick.
Oh, the reload on this. Oh,
God.
Jesus.
Yeah, my gosh,
Oh,
I have
I was
my
about to
face.
say, it's like you were close, like he was on the reload and you could have shot him then, but you just choked.
I not only choked, I literally had half of my head blown off.
I will say, it is the difference between... times like this, I wish we had gyro aim.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, maybe, like, it also would have been more beneficial if they didn't have you, like, start your aim at that such awkward angle.
Yeah. Whoop.
Whoops. That's right, Conker. Do a backflip.
Yay!
Okay.
Aim true. Got him.
Nice!
Oh, that was close.
Wow, it actually blurred out his head a little bit.
It did. Huh. Alright, so let's grab some additional chocolate and get ready for scrap.
Woo!
Yeah, like that I don't remember being quite as hard when Logan did in Life and Reloaded.
Well, because...
Again, with Logan's case, he had to start right from here.
Yeah, it didn't, like, the entire section got skipped entirely. Like, we didn't have to worry about this at all. Now, we have waves of them, and unfortunately, we don't get a radar to tell us where the teddies are like we did with the wasps.
There's one on the left.
In fact, some coming down your left ear now. Left ear, on your left.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
some
didn't miss you.
because they're also coming from this direction as well.
Yeah, though normally they only move like one at a time. Like they only move one at a time. So technically, I don't know. I guess I just got unlucky. But these guys just move quick.
Fast motherfucking teddies in the west.
Just make sure Just make sure to keep an ear out. I'm listening in case any more come from the right. More are gonna probably...
Also, maybe it's just me. I just blurred my eyes for a minute. I thought I saw a fucking Pepsi vending machine.
Pepsi Man! One day, I will challenge ourselves to do an entire playthrough of that game just so we can see every one of those glorious cutscenes.
Bet.
I figured.
I
figured it was, if it would have been either you or James.
I could do it. I mean, granted, I don't know if I could beat the game from beginning to end, but I'd be up for the challenge.
It's not a super long game, but it's definitely something where I think doing it live is our best bet because all the levels will kind of start to bleed together.
Yeah.
That is, to be fair, the game's also incredibly short. Like, we could easily beat it in an afternoon if we're good enough.
That's true. Let me actually look that up.
Asterisks, if we're good enough.
So how long does this segment last?
At least one or two more ways, I want to say. What the? Okay,
I'm left.
Oh.
I was gonna say, let's just say, Icky, that be glad that you got your dinner plans done. No, okay, it's already done. Yeah, more.
No, it's not done.
Oh, here they go again.
Get back to the cannon!
Where, you dumb straggler?
You sneaky bastard.
Die!
A bunch of jerks.
Now it's done.
My aim is terrible today.
It's okay.
Bastard.
So I looked it up. Pepsi Man takes about... Pepsi Man's a 2-hour-long game. One session's all you need.
Huh.
And I love the aggressive logo on the front. Drink!
Drink.
Anywho.
Or else.
Yeah. Oh, look to your left, James.
Oh, yeah.
The other left. There's a chalkboard.
Chalkboard? Oh, here we go.
With a secret plan.
Spiders.
Teddy's bear.
And whatever that is.
Oh, that's the top half of a teddy bear.
And look to the left in the upper left.
Ah, so Chimera experiments.
And a little girl.
I'm sure it's nothing. Ah, well, we'll find out.
I'm pretty sure it's just for funsies.
Yeah.
Besides, that might just be a puppet for all I know.
Yeah.
Let's see what we can find out here.
Oh.
An execution.
Oh, hello.
Yes.
It's the
Firing
Goggle
squad.
Boy.
Also, I recognize that goggle boy.
You do? I don't recognize this guy at all.
Actually, wait, I just realized, like, I'm guessing that's just something they add in Live and Reloaded, because I thought there were other soldiers there with them.
Yeah.
Yep, for the 864 original, it was just this little punk.
Who is this little punk anyways?
This here is, Rodent.
Rodent?
And unfortunately, their execution's about to be thwarted.
Because he's literally a squirrel turtle.
He's part of the Turtle Club.
He's turtly enough.
Turtle.
So, they make a big deal about this rodent guy, but was he in the previous games?
Nope.
What previous game?
So,
I mean, if we're talking previous game, all Conker had was Conker's Pocket Tales, and I guess if you want to count it, Diddy Kong Racing.
Sammy, you
What
made
about
the
Sammy?
Ted Bundy joke. What joke were you gonna make about this execution?
John Wayne Gacy, is that you?
Just get it out there. I don't.
no, it's
You know what?
Ramirez.
What the?
Whoa! What?
The Night Stalker.
They got,
Oh, they got pipe bombs.
they got grenades. Run!
Anyway, all
I
I was
don't
just
think
gonna
that's
say.
the right execution method from him, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, but oh well.
Honestly, well, that notwithstanding, I was just gonna make the joke about, like, man, with Sam's morbid facts, who needs him at the history buff?
And I just looked up. John Wayne got a lethal injection.
Okay, yeah, I figured that's what. Okay, yeah, but it's still. I know somebody got shot that way.
Oh,
but,
definitely at this point. But hello.
I'm sure most of the audience is like, what the hell is happening? What is wrong with Sam right now?
It's called fucked up humor for a reason.
I like Rodent. He's a nice dude.
Well, it's like Rodent's the only guy around Conker who, like, has some pre-established relationship with him. Despite this being the first time that we see them together, so.
I mean, they might have been old school buddies for all I know.
What is it? Oh, yeah.
Actually, I'm not against that.
G7224. I'm the first to be fitted with this. It's an indestructible, titanium...
Turtle shell.
Right.
Huh.
So what does that mean? Oh,
It means
it means if somebody shoots me, I don't die. Really?
that's handy.
Pretty good idea.
Okay.
Some of them. That's the only one. They're very expensive. Look behind me, and you should be alright.
I assume even with all the money we've acquired throughout our quest, it wouldn't be enough to get us one of these bitchin' turtle suits.
He's a meat shield.
Essentially. The world's friendliest meat shield.
Well then.
A meat shield that's covered in a titanium turtle shell.
So basically, this is all Rodent amounts to. Whenever things get dangerous like this, get right behind him.
And hope that his escort AI is on your side.
Bringing up the heavy stuff.
If it's anything like the others, don't count on it.
Oh boy.
Okay, I'll go first.
Go on then.
He lies.
Oh boy.
I'll go on. Oh. You gonna go on? Look at him just waddling about.
Oh! Crouch!
Is something amusing you, Sam?
Is that another fucked up joke?
Whoa!
Oh. What's up, Sammy?
What's stirring in that dark little head of yours, Sammy?
Hello?
It's too fucked up. I can't. In good faith, I can't. It's too fucked up.
I mean, if it's too fucked up, then we'll censor it.
Rodent? Rodent!
Yeah, his AI!
Oh boy!
Yeah, that's the problem with his AI.
Sorry, I saw you dropped a penny.
Get over here.
It's too
But it's a hay penny. You know how much those are worth?
A strand of hay?
No, a hay penny.
I'll spare everyone the joke. Honestly, it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
I hear they're so
Okay.
valuable
Type
that just one hay penny can buy you a season ticket to the Lakers.
It really is a shame how much the internet has desensitized us as individuals.
Yeah.
Unless you're someone like me who chooses to not indulge in that because I'm kind of stupid like that.
Either that or stubborn. Also,
Rodent!
Oh, Rodent.
What the?
There you go. That's
Oh,
my
you know what it
fucked
is?
up
It hit the
joke
wall
for you.
behind you. Okay, Ronan, we
Damn it.
gotta talk about how it could be bad. It could be
Oh.
worse. In Live and Reloaded, I kept getting to the situation where I
Yeah,
would get
that's why I
behind
didn't
Rodent,
see it.
but the spider mine would get stuck on the corner and wouldn't leave, so I had no
Yeah,
choice
that's right.
but to take the hit.
Aw, that sucks.
Yeah.
I was trying to find.
By the way, if you were to oh hello, if you were to play, you could technically play Live and Reloaded via Xbox Series X or S, whatever.
Uh huh.
It's not very well optimized on it though, so keep that in mind. You're probably better off playing on Xbox One or more than anything, or an emulation, as Logan did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Xbox emulation. Here's the thing. I found it humorous that for the longest time, Xbox emulation was hard to do on PC. When I'm like, but it's Microsoft. It was made on a PC. How the? But yeah, no. Now it's they've definitely made it a lot easier to do now.
B.
Hit B.
Now then, we want to be careful because paratroopers. So I'd say hurry, James. Let's take out the locks wherever we can.
Before you get shot at.
Nice. One, two. Oh, just in general. Okay, we want to get off this thing. We're gonna get shot, James.
Well, I tried.
Now we're gonna be made into a table leg. Oh, we saw this already. But I mean,
Well,
oh wow.
you're courteous enough to keep putting me back on that area with the lock.
I really do believe that it's only in this level that they're this generous because they understand what a drastic set of difficulty differences there are between all this. Also, random thought, but given how much will be left by the time the session's over, do you just want to beat the game?
I mean, I could.
Like how much of it is left after this?
After it's war, there's only one chapter left. The heist.
Oh right.
And we're talking like in less than 20 minutes you'll be done.
Like
Assuming I know what I'm doing.
True.
well, I guess
you know what
the
you're
only
doing?
thing I could. Well, I was about to say, theoretically, would the three of you be up for that, Nicky, Doug, and Sam?
Wait, what?
I guess, but
Basically, that after we beat this, if you just want to go for broke and beat the game, because the next chapter after this one is more like an epilogue footnote by comparison.
I mean, I guess it depends
sure,
on how
but
much...
I'd need to get dinner because I'm starving.
It depends on how much longer this war chapter is going to take, because I understand that we have, like, 3-ish sections left.
I mean, there is also this. I was planning on having us do the multiplayer stuff.
Then yeah, I see what you're saying at that point.
We could honestly just save the heist chapter for the last session and also the multiplayer stuff.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
That's fine.
All right, sounds good. Lock and load. All right, so I'd say at this point, James, just prioritizing the locks. Just no matter what, just get them down. 1, 2, 3.
I said 3.
4.
4.
3.
Nice. And now we can run for the. Now we can run like the Dickens.
Like, run for the hills.
Like run.
Also, I really should have made this comparison, like, much earlier. But the more I stop and look at Conker's character, he pretty much just is Rare's answer to Bugs. Just with a little more vulgarity to him.
Oh my.
Oh my god.
What happened?
Stop! He's already dead!
He's dead. Oh.
So basically, how Doug portrays Bugs, essentially.
All right, the door's still unlocked. Let's go.
What, me killing people as bugs?
Is it?
Well, that and also like your sense of
so it is.
humor with Bugs.
Yeah. What's up, fucker?
Honestly, for some reason, I'm just...
It's honestly, going back to the comparison, it's like, think about it. Like, his tone, like, his vocal tone's very similar. He gets into some he gets into some cartoon hijinks every once in a while. Like, down to having a frying pan as a weapon.
Right.
Honestly, like, since we're just talking about that, another coincidence between the two of them that I just discovered, they both have also met the Grim Reaper.
That is also true. Actually, wait, when did Bugs beat the Reaper?
Wabbit.
Well, it's not just that, like, so... Interesting thing about Wabbit, which I don't think is that good of a Legion's product, it wasn't even meant to be a show, it was meant to be like a bunch of theatrical shorts. And one of the shorts that they had in mind, which they did retold into an episode of Wabbit, but they pulled the teeth out of it a lot, was a short where Bugs was essentially greeted by the Grim Reaper, who was wanting to, like, you know, take him to his death.
After getting away with so many cartoon hijinks for years and years, you mean?
Yeah, it's like the justification is that, like, of all the lives he's ruined, and the original script was even bold enough to remind us, yes, there was a point where he even did blackface, because it was back in a time period where people were a little bit more dicey about that.
So yes, Bugs Bunny, you deserve to die.
Don't forget the frickin' show Bugs Bunny Nip the Nips.
Oh.
That was a straight up thing. Jeez.
So what?
What's even funnier is that at the end of that, like, the minute that he was, like, escorted to hell, like, the devil saw him, and his initial reaction was, "Oh, no, we've been over this. I want that rabbit away from here."
I'm not dealing with no cartoons in here.
Aw.
Oh shit, do we got a flooding sequence?
Open the door on the outside.
I believe so, Iki.
Oh boy. Again, it's like... It's
not
either
that
they keep doing things, like, more, like, for longer and longer periods of time. At points like this, it just reminds me of the Barn Boys climax, too.
I know.
I mean, honestly, like, that section isn't
Although
really
much,
that long.
much
Like, see,
shorter.
that's it.
Yeah, there you go. Now we get to learn one more mechanic that we're never going to get a manual for.
The tank.
We have to learn how to tank?
How to tank.
Oh boy, how do we tank?
How to tank a tank.
Dude, it's not, the way you say that, imagine this is a Goofy short.
How to tank. First, acquire a tank.
Secondly, require another tank.
Whoosh.
Go to tank driving school to learn how to operate said tank.
Yeah, unfortunately, we gotta do is need to wait for that thing. Okay, now go. 'Cause now, oh wait, no. not yet.
He saw me.
Basically, this thing's constantly pivoting around on 360 degrees. We need to wait for it to fully turn.
I think I'm good now.
No.
Okay, no, I'm not.
Oh,
Jeez.
that guy's very
move
vigilant.
the tanks we can see. Yeah, I'll believe. Yeah, we're invincible in this thing for now. Okay, wait. And I wish. Now we're good.
Too easy.
We gotta be careful.
So yeah, unfortunately the tank can't cross these without a little manual help.
Bang! Foot into the tank.
And if you're scared about the teddies suddenly emerging, not to worry. The tank can easily deal with them.
As such.
And we mean easily.
Just a nice little crunch.
Hang on, you're supposed to take out the legs of that, remember?
Oh, that's right, yeah, we missed a leg back there.
Oh yeah, you're right. Actually, no, it's right here.
Well, no, but there's another
Well,
one
there
to
was
the
also
left.
another one we passed.
Oh, you're right.
Careful now.
Let's make him a paraplegic.
But, and this is where we're like, but James, he has 4 legs.
Oh, so that would make him a...
We need to make him a quadriplegic, which means...
A biped?
We need to make him a quadriplegic, which means we need to get to the
A
other
quad-
side.
No, he's a quadruped, that's it.
Alright, so here, now's our chance.
Little quadruped.
Oh, I'll admit, I haven't seen many Army movies, except for, like, you know, the classics like Saving Private Ryan, frickin' Dunkirk, 1912, I think it's called, or 1921.
What about Full Metal?
I mean, that's also classic, but I mean, part of me would almost consider that more a comedy than a war, just straight war movie.
Well,
Other
you never specified that it didn't need to be a comedy.
That's true. Don't forget that a long time. I mean, because at that point, you could consider Good Morning Vietnam to be a war movie.
I'm sure there's some people that would stand by it. Lord knows Allie will.
And I forgot what it's called. There was this one war movie that starred Bill Murray where they had to and they had to steal a high-tech war weapon that was disguised as a Winnebago. So weird.
Going back to that whole comment about quadrupeds and the like. Remember that one time where a fucking robot literally tried to use biped as an insult towards Mario?
Oh boy!
Yeah, I remember that. Get in.
A robot did? Like, when was that again?
In the
Wooded Kingdom.
Yeah, the Wooded Kingdom.
Because
right.
they noted us as a biped, and with that,
Timber!
So now we can get the Air Forces in, right?
And all that was left was a heaping crater, which had and look, my hulking frame is too much for that puny tree log.
I shall bend it like the truth.
So now what do we do?
We jump down.
Okay.
Oh.
For
and look at that.
Well, in for a penny, in for a pound.
How long has that cigar been lit?
A while.
For a long time, buddy.
Conker, you don't even smoke.
Ooh, pretty
Well, I
cavern.
meant like there have been instances where we've dived into water and it's still lit.
Uh-oh.
Speaking of
Oh,
water,
crap.
What could that
Speaking of water,
There it is!
The eyes of the damned.
An interloper.
it's a submarine.
But hang on.
It's a peeping Tom.
oh god.
No, that's just a
Is that Tootie? Is that where she went?
Oh,
There you are,
jeez.
Sammy, the empty child.
You forgot the gas mask.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Whoa.
Ah, the little girl. Oh, it's dangerous around here, little
What's a
girl.
little girl doing down in the bioluminescent cave?
And
Maybe a
she's placed so precariously in the middle of it.
My guess is that she's probably a hostage.
Inverse phase sonar.
In our fate, what?
With, oh, how do you know about that?
That's,
Oh,
I never learned things like that at school. Anyway,
when was the last time you were in school?
there's a
I loved kindergarten. Best 4 years of my life.
What?
Of my life.
continental ballistic.
But I love sports. Dodgeball was the best. I was the fastest one out there. Of course, I was the ball.
You have to deal with ICBMs? Susie!
Oh, shit.
That's why I was a little big for my age. You are 26.
How about a wedgie for old time's sake?
don't you worry, little girl. I'll rescue you.
So now what do we do?
Her parents are bound to have some cash.
Oh, how noble.
Well,
Further incentive for the spoil.
basically, those subs, we need to get rid of them.
So we got
Only
5
one
more
way
to
to
go.
get rid of them. Oh, wrong side.
Yeah.
I'll have to come back here later, naturally, but just follow the trails of the missiles.
So yeah, there are 3 of them. I believe it starts on this side and works clockwise around. So from here, we need to get to each of these, context-sensitive pads and lock and load.
Whoop!
Okay, lock and
And after you climb the ladder.
lock and load. Ah!
Uh-oh.
Susie, you better be nice to me.
That's gonna hurt, James.
Oops.
Get back in the water.
Susie was not being nice to me.
Oh no, here. Okay, I just run for cover. Run for cover.
Whoop.
Okay.
But anyway, just I know that this game was not built with that kind of platforming in mind, but I can just only imagine how easier it would be to traverse through here if he had the same level of mobility as Mario.
Oh.
I mean, to some degree he does. Like, again, I've said it before, he's like at that odd little middle ground between Mario and Banjo in terms of flexibility. It's just that, especially compared to the 12 Tales version of the game, not as much as I would like.
I just meant like if his mobility just full-on embraced Mario, and you have him do like flips and jumps to get around here, and just moves a lot think
I think you need to aim a
And
little.
again,
I
that's
think
kind of how it used to be.
you need to aim a little lower so that you hit the body, not the top.
Uh-oh.
James.
Well,
I'm okay.
at least you land down on the platform.
Just a little concussion is all.
So yeah, aim for the fat part.
Again.
Again, the fat part.
Okay, that should have hit. That should have hit.
It's the biggest part. How do you miss it?
How is this miss? Oh, get out of here, you.
Susie, I'm not in the mood.
But don't worry, Sammy and Nikki. This is like the final area.
Okay.
Well, second to last, because we still have to escape this whole place.
Well, yeah, but
Honestly,
that's like
I think you should probably do like Logan said, like try to aim lower.
no, but I'm seeing it hit, and I'm seeing what he's doing. Like he hits the water, but the water.
Oh right.
Well, no, what happens with the water, I notice, is that your rocket launcher camera has, like, visible, like, recoil? So I have no idea what the fuck's going on there.
Me neither.
Yeah, I might have to call a mulligan on this one, because I don't know why the hell it's acting up like this. Oh,
Oh,
there we go.
okay,
There you go.
I guess
There we
okay. So
go.
maybe you have to. I think that's all of them.
No.
Yep, that's all of them.
Okay.
For that,
Now get
anyway.
the chocolate.
Unfortunately, the chocolate. The chocolate does respawn behind you, James.
So wait, we have to do that 3 times?
Yes.
Yes.
And not only that,
And the more times it happens, the more subs they force at you.
Oh, lovely.
you'll be fine.
But again, it feels like one of those sequences that could have been cut, like, by a third.
Oh, whoa.
Like 2/3.
Double.
Well, that was generous.
Double
of him.
whammy.
2-for-1 sale.
Hey, I'll buy it. I guess you
But
want
that
aim
one a lot
slightly
smoother.
beneath them?
Maybe?
I said slightly. Yeah, like that.
There we go.
Well, that was a lot more seamless.
Well, that was easy.
That went by a lot quicker.
Well, that was easy.
That was
Where's
rather
my easy
schmaltzy.
button at?
What would you say writes my comics?
Some 40-year-old dude that lives with his mom.
Any money in it?
Lives with his mom.
Wow.
I love how, like, the subtitles are, like, spelled point for point, like, above his head as he's saying it.
Oh yeah, no, that's... Old Fairly Odd Parents definitely had his bangers, for sure.
Yeah, despite Butch Hartman being Butch Fart Man.
Well, forget the mushy stuff. Try a threat. Dear Trixie, we have your parents. If you ever want to see them again...
Oh, jeez. It's like, not that one. Alright, easy, guys.
And how is this Ghostbusters 2?
Oh, on the right.
Where?
Hello.
Oh boy, ow.
Oh, Susie, baby.
We
You
may
know,
want to
look
double
at
back
that,
and get some
fairly
chocolate,
awkward.
James. James, chocolate. Sorry, back to you. James.
Chocolate James.
I don't think
He's
he
got-
wants
he-
any of that.
I
He's
don't
gotten,
think he's very hungry.
he's gotten the taste of war frenzy.
Oh boy.
Also, these hits are actually becoming a lot more responsive now. Thank goodness.
Yeah, as I was trying to say, I think
Yes.
Fairly Odd Parents is like one of the more shamelessly like pop culture-y,
Left.
reference-y cartoon that I've ever watched when I was little.
They definitely,
Yeah, I
they
mean-
definitely milked it for all it was worth. That show.
I mean, they had they had like a lot of real life like references and stuff. Like they had Kiss in an episode.
Now would be a good time for a chocolate.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, I'm sure there were like a handful of cartoons that were like that as
Not
well.
to say it's
but
bad, but like it's one of the more noticeable ones.
Just like Dr. Phil.
Now, I'm saying if you feel like a dirtbag, it's because you're.
Well, just
a
say it.
dirtbag.
I am a dirtbag.
I am a dirtbag.
Wait, did Dr. Phil ever appear in the show?
No. That was a
That was Over the
reference
Hedge.
to Over the Hedge. Where I don't even think
okay.
they got Dr. Phil to do that. Was that actually him doing the vocal?
I'm pretty sure it was just a good impersonator. It's
I'm
like,
pretty sure
"Hey, yo,
he
Dick
would.
Dick."
I'm pretty sure he would need the check.
Yeah.
I don't think that guy's a real doctor.
What do you think, guys?
Never was, never was, never will.
He's as much of a doctor as Dr. Oz is a big fat head above a curtain.
That's
Jeez.
it. You did it.
What?
I love how it was the first set of them in the last set that turned out to be the most finicky with me.
Rescue the little girl.
Yeah, get your priorities straight, Conker.
Chocolate.
Man, to think that we've fallen so far that Conker's become a war profiteer.
Wow.
I mean, it was bound to happen eventually.
I'm so happy.
Hello, youngster.
Yippery skippery.
You know, little girl, you sound an awful lot like me, only with a higher pitch. But not that it matters.
Is it the
now,
same
I'm about
voice?
to rescue you.
Oh,
Oh,
the tank.
hello.
Yeah, it's still Chris.
Oh, you guys.
Hi-yo.
Hey.
Aw.
But now, let's just reach for the little girl and take her to safety.
Conker.
The bubble I
What?
blew is going in slow
Oh yeah,
motion.
go back to horror real quick.
Hey.
Did.
Anyone remember this classic?
You know, this looks more in place for the spooky chapter. Why is it here?
Oh.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
get ready
that's
for the
not that
quote.
Spooky.
What? I don't have a daughter.
I'm not even married.
I don't even have it.
We better move.
We might want to go.
I mean, not for like a trying, but Barry is very frigid.
You know, I'm pretty sure she doesn't even exist anymore. Oh,
I don't think she even knows I exist anymore.
the great mighty bear?
Oh.
And that little girl was a literal puppet.
A hand puppet. Which admittedly I find funny.
Yeah.
Imagine if Scarface was turned into a war machine.
Scarface.
Batman Scarface.
Oh,
Oh, that's
I
Scarface.
thought you meant
Okay.
the... Oh god, his eyes and mouth are shut. That's
Oh,
creepy.
yeah, they'll explain that here.
Which is why they had their eyes stitched shut.
It's the squirrel. I'm the brain and the eyes. And he's
And the mouth.
gone.
Oh,
Run.
crap.
Shit.
He's gonna give
Oh,
you
boy.
such a pinch.
Boy, I'm taking over.
All things considered, though, this boss fight's actually pretty fun.
I mean, I appreciate the camaraderie between Conker and, Rodent.
Is my
Oh, boy.
gun. It fires
That's a lot of Susie milliliters.
We're not
Milliliters.
quite at that point yet, Hyde, to be fair.
explosive
Just keep watching, though.
very, very messy.
It costs $400,000.
To fire this weapon for 12 seconds.
Now, I'm not sure if we have any gun porn enthusiasts out there, but is all the shit she's saying accurate?
I don't know. It doesn't.
Uh,
Well, I can say right now that a machine gun does not need barrels that large.
Earth James Man, I regret to inform you that this is a cartoon meant for mature audiences only.
Just keep driving.
Can I just say that,
Nice.
like,
Oh, hang on. Real
I
quick,
know
here comes
what-
the big gimmick. Die.
Off she goes.
No, let's keep my cool.
just keep your aim true and come on, shoot!
Nice.
there you go.
And that's pretty much how this boss fight goes.
My glasses. I can't see my glasses.
But it gets a lot harder the further you go along.
Energy inverted magneto laser. With
Magneto.
Master of magnet lasers?
It's a ratchet and clank weapon. Just wait for it to
Curly
go by.
mustache
The,
rank
the
lasers.
Tesla claw?
A little bit more. Nice. And
Woof!
Da, 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 da,
Don't be
da,
anywhere
da.
near that thing because it don't stop for no one.
nice.
Get away!
Back
Get
up.
away!
Back up.
Oh shit! I better move.
By the way.
Wouldn't that be so awkward if she landed right on the top of my
And then you
thing?
have to, that would actually be an
Yeah.
interesting mechanic for a later boss phase. Is like you have to start like being chased by him and running away.
Well, at least he's running really slow.
Nice.
Shoot him in the dishpan.
All right, let's get some chocolate.
Also, I just realized he sounds an awful lot like Bugga.
Yeah, you can.
Did actually.
Probably
I
the
was
same
wondering why.
actor, yeah.
Well, it's the same voice clip.
Or, you know, they just took his corpse and rebuilt him.
Choose this time, however.
Oh, now we got the big Susie warheads.
Fancy your chances very much, Mr. Squirrel.
Oh boy.
Okay, never mind. They're not Susie.
You know, we could just hide behind this wall.
we
Best
go.
friend wall.
Oh, close. Nice.
Oh.
Oh,
Ooh,
nice.
he shot the missile too.
Nice.
Oh shit, they're going everywhere.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh. And with that, just the shriek.
That's so fun. Always so funny to me when that happens.
Keep
But
calm.
thankfully, that's it. That's it.
Go.
Bye bye, Big Bear.
Bye, fucko.
It's like when you throw small fry and the shriek he makes when you miss.
Oh boy.
And unfortunately, Bear and the Big Blue Bear was canceled.
Damn.
The Big Brown Bear.
My little baby.
Alright, guess I'll be the bear.
Damn.
But you're a bird, right?
Babbies.
Profile picture.
But unfortunately,
Watch out, she's up to something.
Oh boy.
I'm surprised it didn't use those earlier.
They sure were busy. If they were made, oh jeez.
and unfortunately,
God damn it.
the tank couldn't stand the pressure.
Oh, that
Man,
Thanks,
I
guys.
like that. I like that tank as if it were me
failed
own.
as well.
Somehow we survived that though.
Rodent?
Except
Well, that's because we weren't wearing off.
It's because Rodent took the brunt of it for us.
Oh boy.
no.
Also, Hyper can say, "Luckily, I wasn't wearing my
You
seatbelt."
didn't make it.
But no.
You were a great guy. A superb soldier. A military tactician.
Makes me wonder just how much Conker actually cares about him.
Like the rest of us.
I mean, I figured they were at least decent school buddies, if nothing
Well,
else.
I mean, like he cares enough to put on this whole spiel.
Yeah.
Mr. Squirrel.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Of course, she don't go dying just like
It's
that.
not over till the little girl sings. Ooh.
And unfortunately, I don't know how to sing, so I just push this.
What does this button do?
Ooh.
Oh.
What's that? Lovely
Well, we better hurry before all of Raccoon City is nuked off the map.
Uh-huh.
Imagine this universe is just a city full of raccoons.
Dun, 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 dun.
I'm sure there's some part of Conker's world that pretty much like that.
You know what,
Logan,
Doug?
Logan, literally, I thought you were humming the first few notes of the Goosebumps theme.
No, not the.
Run, lad.
No, I'm doing the Metroid escape sequence. Also, the
Oh.
other thing that just
Dun,
oh
dun,
my.
dun, 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 dun.
Ouch!
Owie.
Okay, it's okay. We get a little slap on the wrist. It's all right. I was gonna actually also
Ridley,
ask.
Metroid, Ridley.
I was just. Oh, that's it.
Metroid Ridley,
No.
Metroid Ridley.
I was also gonna ask Doug because there's no way they have any body of us left. Anyway, I was gonna ask Doug just because I remember sharing that TikTok
Wait.
with you a while back.
Okay, good.
Do-
It starts
do-
us from the
do you have
countdown.
that? Do you have that?
Fuck.
Do you have that soundboard sound of the Jumba doing the whoa whoa?
Oh, not yet.
It's from the. Oh, we gotta show you that later.
Okay. I'll show you it after this.
I'll put that on my soundboard after the session is done.
Oh, no worries.
Pretty much what happens when a sound engineer is fucking bored.
But it was so good. And, oh, more teddies.
Whoa!
You think I'm just sweet to help you slide that? Fifth. Okay.
Love that so much.
Careful.
I am
Is
so
that-
tired right now.
The plank.
Don't worry, we're almost
The
done,
plankton
though.
one
Unfortunately,
also.
we've also come to one of the harder, if not the hardest part of the entire game.
The escape.
Oh, not just this escape part. It's god, crouch in the box.
Ugh. Ooh.
Oh.
Fuck, that was 3 chocolates!
I'm okay. Yeah, no, it takes off half your health, but we're almost out of this area. We just need to go forward. Nothing yet here. We just gotta crouch under here first.
I want to say they count this as a checkpoint.
I hope so,
It better.
especially with what's gonna happen
What,
after
the
we
door
leave
you mean?
outside this door.
Well, if this is counted as a jump,
Oh, hold
that
on.
was close.
But now we're packing some serious.
Does that laser hurt you?
I believe it
if
does.
it ran into
Oh,
it,
boy.
yes.
That
You
would
just
be
gotta-
a really cheap shot.
If this part is a checkpoint, like,
Oh,
what does
what?
it do with the timer?
Nice. Well, I don't know. Maybe we'll start at later
Maybe it
time.
resets the timer to the point where you got here.
Curses.
Probably.
There. No.
Oh,
Oh, come on.
Oh, quit taunting me, you piece of shit.
Come on, you big baby.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa.
Oh, here, yeah. Let's just reposition. Is all.
You bastard.
Try shooting right. Oh my gosh, where is he? There he
there he
is.
is.
Yeah.
Nice. Good ricochet.
Oh,
Right,
thank
to
you
the
for
gate.
opening the door.
Kill.
Kill?
Don't ask how that works.
Yeah, no, here we go. Because unfortunately, here comes the
Doug,
rock.
you add that to your soundboard.
Just to kill.
What again?
From Family
the doc-
Feud when he goes,
Steve Harvey going kills.
he shouts. Anyway, here's the problem. Because James is, I'm going to talk while James does this part. Is they learned from our rocket launcher, and those will insta kill us.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, I'm assuming they get you point blank.
Oh.
If not, it's just a little bit of
Holy
damage.
shit.
Does the barbed wire hurt?
No, thankfully not. It's
Just go for it.
let's
Holy
just
shit!
Run!
It is possible for them to aim right at you and get you. Yeah, they're like, oh shit.
Oh boy.
My gosh. You were actually very close.
Crossfire.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, unfortunately the checkpoint is here. So,
Ridley,
Metroid.
I think that what the game expects of you is that it wants you to shit.
Oh!
What the game wants you to do is to take out all the rocket launchers, like, you know, pace yourself with it, even though you
only have 2 minutes left on the clock.
can you do it from like behind these little things to protect from the?
Like you
machine
shoot
gun
through
fire?
the walls?
I don't think so.
Ridley, Metroi,
And don't worry, all the bullets are pretty much just there for decoration.
The brain, great Ridley.
Oh.
Oh hey!
Hey, bastard.
Oh, hello there.
Bye.
Hello and goodbye.
Hey, we took each other out at the same time, and okay, but at the very least, it looks like it's.
At that point, I didn't become a whole bag of
thank God.
Yeah, I know.
bloody pulp.
Again, at the very least, thank you, Rare, for understanding where exactly in your game were the BS parts.
Thank you, Rare.
I mean, lest we forget the freaking the poo grinder that actually gives you a free tail every time you come back.
Right.
Okay, honestly, at this point, I would not even bother.
Yeah, I'd say, you
with
know what,
that one.
Chase? I think it's now time to employ the old stubborn brute force golden standard.
Oh, so the cannonball challenge.
Do it. We'll do it. We'll cheer you on.
Well, the first one, I'll always get the first one because that one's not too hard. But the rest of them, yeah, I'll try my best. But I'm not gonna.
Can you still get
pull them
shot?
from all the incoming bullets? No.
Oh, so they're just decor now?
Yeah, it's all just decor now.
The Metroid. Oh!
They almost juggled
Ridley,
you.
Metroid, Ridley. Druckenmeier.
I love how everyone, like, the second I did that, everyone just, except for James, everyone's just on board with the whole grid.
James got a focus now.
Yeah, I'm not doing that shit.
We're cheering him on.
This part better be subtitled Ridley Metroid.
The entire session?
Ow! Oh.
Give that guy a promotion.
But we're so close. Like, this screen is like the last screen.
Yeah.
And it's not really that long either. It's like you just have to get past like that wired fence over there, and you're good. It's just that again, you are surrounded by these rocket launcher motherfuckers, and one swift hit on you is all it takes.
And they
But yeah,
lock
like,
you
I
down,
said gooey
and
because I
then-
couldn't think of any other Kirby character that had
Oh my God!
Oh boy.
This is hell. This is absolute fucking hell.
Guess what, Sam? This is war.
He is right.
War is hell.
none of this is
War
good, Sammy. That's
is
why they
hell.
call it
Why it's
war.
called war.
And yeah, I'm actually curious now that James was doing that. I'm curious if there's a speedrun trick to get past this part.
I know. Whoa!
Oh, you better
Jump,
hope
you
that you
fool.
fucking live.
Ridley
Tell the
Metroid.
tale.
Ridley Metroid.
Fly, you fool!
You know, that's like the
Yeah,
only
no,
thing
that-
keeping my brain cells alert.
Oh
right
my
now.
gosh, James, are you ready? James, stop! Are you ready? James, let yourself be killed because I'm about to blow your mind because I just saw the speedrun trick. Are you ready?
What is it?
Okay, check this. Check this out. After this, run forward. So just follow my commands exactly. So run ahead as you normally would, and make a left. Make a right. Make a right. See that little part of the fence that's slanted to the left? Crouch and crawl.
Oh my god.
You have to do the duck walk?
I don't think he's doing it right.
There's a part of this fence that you can go right underneath it. I think you almost found. I think you almost had it. You were like going.
Was
just
it like a
slightly-
tiny dip beneath the fence?
Yes. You almost had it. So
Speedrun.
basically, but yeah, you can actually crawl right underneath it. So Go to your right.
So around
So
here.
go to your right, right there. See the part where it's slanted with the shadow? Go to the shadow and start crawling. Start holding a bit to your right. But you have to be prone.
Are we going Super Mario Sunshine this fucking thing?
Oh. But he was like right there, like that, right there where it looks like there's a big gap. You can, I'm seeing footage. You can crawl right underneath that. I promise.
I guess Teddy said no.
Is this from? Is this the N64 original or?
This is on Xbox Series S.
Oh.
So left, and then right here.
Ridley,
Holy
Metroi, Ridley,
unfucking
Metroi,
Metroi. Now you know that trick for the rest of your days. There you go, James.
I had to.
That was amazing.
That was a nightmare.
Oh shit! How did he do that?
He's Satan! Kill him!
Thank you, Logan.
If there's one thing I don't like, it's
Anything your heart
Oh, yeah.
desires will
Everything's about to blow
now
up.
come true.
Pull out! Hurry!
And thus, the worst chapter in the game is officially over.
And with that, it's actually all,
Finally.
I would say, yeah, it's actually all, it's all uphill from here. Or downhill, whatever's easier, nicer.
So, after that fucking ramshack of a night,
You're awake.
Of an hour.
Come over here, boy. Good luck at this.
I will say, though,
look at what? Oh,
not too
right.
shabby.
That's where we were.
Wow.
Was a terrible thing, you know.
You're right there. All these fine young men sent off to do the dying. Those bigwigs, those pen pushers, those guys who never ever see a single bullet whiz past their heads. We want to get them down here. Those so-called generals and their big fancy.
But wait, aren't you a general?
Oh, that's right.
Fuck that shit.
I mean, that is the
Fuck
saying.
all
goes.
that shit.
Young men dying to serve an old man's war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As relevant yesterday
Ridley,
as it
Metroid,
is
Ridley,
today.
Metroid.
Shut up, Tyke.
Never.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
Rodent.
Rodent.
Oh.
And then
He's alive.
Quagmire breaks through the wall and grabs Rodent.
I remember. Countdown.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay, well, bye. And that's the end of Rodent, I guess.
And there goes the Teddy Menace.
The Teddy's Menace.
Destroyed for good. Rodent.
Ridley, Metroid, Ridley, Metroid, Ridley,
Oh,
Metroid.
looky.
Make a wish, honey.
He's alive. What?
Yahooey.
There you go.
And
Icky,
hey,
they
there were
got in.
survivors too.
And look, Icky, they did get in one way in there.
Yahoo!
Hey!
Woohoo!
Oh, wahee!
Now get your shit and get out.
Yay!
Thanks for.
By the way, a quick mention, real quick.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's there. Secondly, we didn't get any money out of that.
No.
Oh, what a chip!
Not a single cent.
You mean we were drafted for nothing?
Yes.
Yeah.
No veteran compensation or nothing. What a jip.
Welcome to America. Anyway,
As relevant as it was
so
in
true.
2001.
well, with that, James, I think you earned yourself a cold one.
Oh, damn straight. With that all said, ladies and gentlemen, we'll save the last part of the game for another session, as well as some fun multiplayer shenanigans between me, Logan, and whoever else is in the mood.
Sounds good.
So yeah, next time, we're gonna set ourselves up for a heist.
Nice.
Nice.
Till next time, everybody.
Ridley, Metroid.
Dismiss!